Tonight, we return to the campus of Baker High School as area play begins. Bryant comes in featuring two of the most exciting players on the Gulf Coast, the Grayson twins, and they have the green light to score. So what will the Lady Hornets have to do to shut them down? We're about to find out now with the return of Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV. Good evening, I'm Al Whedon along with the legendary coach Ronnie Arrow. We're glad you're with us. Happy New Year, and coach, I must say, with these two dynamic scores from Bryant, Baker's going to have their hands full tonight.
There's no question. Happy New Year. Look forward to another great year with you. You know, these two twins not only are good players, but they're leaders, which are very important. Maddie Marie Grayson and her sister, Mary Margaret, both of them together combined for 43 of their 54 points as a team.
Wow.
So these two can score. Definitely Baker better keep the ball out of their hands.
That's right. And speaking of Maddie Marie, she's already the Alma Bryant leading scorer, but coach, she only needs 8 points to hit 2,000 in her career. I'm sorry, she's a junior, by the way.
Yes, she's got another full year to be able to do it. And I will tell you, most of the time, a lot of the times, when you have twins or sisters or brothers, they have one better than the other.
Right.
These two, I tell you, they put the hurt to everybody that they play. And I know that they've been triple team, double team. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All right, let's get to the starting lineups for both of these teams. Bryant is the visiting team, so let's put up the starting five for the Lady Canes and take a look at what's on tap tonight. Of course, getting the start, you have Maddie Marie Grayson. She's the leading scorer for the Lady Canes at 23 points per game. Her twin sister, Mary Margaret, averaging 19.9 points a game. Bryant is missing their leading rebounder, Coach Arrow, Sanaya Johnson, 5'8" center. She's out tonight, so getting the start is going to be Leela Warbington along with Kaylee Williams and Madison Andrews. So they have 2 seniors and 3 juniors for Bryant. For Baker, let's take a look at their starters for tonight, lining up. We'll get their stable. Abby Kilgore, someone we're familiar with as well. Lauren Irvin, Amory Seals, Juliana McKinney, and Angela Kidd. Now, these young ladies, we've seen them back in December. They played Viger. So we've had a look at Baker so far this season, Coach.
Yeah, no question about it. Kidd has got to be able to get the ball tonight. They come down, they look for her. They do a really good job of getting her the ball. It's imperative that Bryant is going to have to keep her off the boards.
Yeah, they're going to have to do that. This team for Bryant, led by Coach Elena Peacock in her 3rd year at Bryant, and she has a record of 42 and 34. So her winning percentage at Bryant is .553 winning percentage. Doing a fine job down here for the Lady Canes.
She took the team last year to the Sweet 16, which is the farthest that one of their teams has ever gone before. So, and she does a great job. I saw her team play last year against a very good West Oso team. And Orange Beach team. It was a very good, both of them had good teams, and they pulled it out right at the end.
Here we go, we are underway. Baker trying to go down low to start scoring, and they do. Madison Carlton drops it in, and the Lady Hornets are on the board.
Very quickly, and Madison's the other scorer and rebounder for that team. They're going to have to keep her off the boards also. You know, the whole thing about Bryant is that they've got new girls, but the bottom line is there's not a lot of experience on the team to come together. They've been playing together for a pretty good while, but they've got to be able to keep together, especially late in games.
Back-to-back buckets for the Lady Hornets, up 4-0 right now.
Baker playing a 1-2-2 zone. Very active in it.
We talked about the Grayson twins, Maddie Marie and Mary Margaret, number 4 and number 5. They're the leading scorers for the Bryant Lady Canes. Also, the number 2 and number 3 in Class 7A in the entire state for scoring. So, Coach, they can definitely put up some shots.
There's no question about it. They want the ball in their hands. But the thing is, as far as Baker's concerned, they can't hold them down and let the rest of the team get a lot of points more than their average.
Right. Speaking of the score, we're at 4-0, but our clock operator has a score 2-2 here inside of Daniel Bumper's gymnasium. So I'm going to keep my eyes on the screen right here. Nice pass down low, no foul there. Daryl Jordan, one of our officials, say is going to rule it out.
Baker likes to play that 1-2-2 zone and man-to-man. they will extend it full court. So Bryant's going to have to take care of the ball for them to have a chance to be able to win this game.
Trying to get it down low once again. Shot is up, and there's a foul on the play. Let's see who they're going to attribute this foul to. Leila Warbington picks up her first and first team foul against the Lady Canes. And our score is official here inside of the gymnasium. It is 4-0.
Coach Peacock didn't play any college ball. She went to Wallace State, and this is her 3rd year there. She's 42 and 34. Does a really good job.
You mean Coach Peacock didn't play college ball?
Didn't play college ball.
That's something else, Coach Arrow.
Hey, wait till we get to the second game tonight. I've got one for you too, which I'm sure that you know, Coach Sante. Yeah, he didn't play college ball either. He was the manager at Troy.
Wow. There's a 3 right there. No good, and a quick foul. I believe that one picked up by Maddie Marie Grayson. Let's see. That's going to be her first foul. Foul is on the floor.
And what they can't have is the Grayson twins getting in foul trouble.
Coach Brianna Lancaster on the floor with George Washington, one of our officials. Looked like there's some tape or something on the floor. They're trying to clean it up, so we have an official's timeout right here at 6:21.
You know, the boys' game before this, they are having trouble with the floor.
I hope it's not any
right over there.
Gum or something. Now, I will say this, Coach. Over the holidays, I had the privilege of doing the PA for one of the sites for the Gulf Coast Holiday Classic. And during the halftime, they let the kids on the floor. And one of the kids, I guess he let loose a Jolly Rancher. So before the 3rd quarter, we're trying to get hey, there's some candy on the floor, man. So they had to stop the game so the boys wouldn't run over the Jolly Rancher on the floor.
I'm glad you brought that up. Y'all do a good job on that, you and Corey. But, you know, Coach Robinson does a really good job of putting on tournaments.
Sure does. It was a great tournament this year. I mean,
very
classic,
nicely run.
As he says, classic. 2 different sites we were at. Turnover on the play. So Bryant still seeking their first points of the ball game here. Some folks may want to take a picture and snap and say, what, Baker's up 5-0. This is a very explosive Bryant team. As you talked about, the Grayson twins pretty much averaging over 40 points together combined for the Lady Cane squad. There's Mir Margaret trying to penetrate and does, and it pays off.
Little up and over. They get back in that 1-2-2 press. See,
again, on the play.
This is what I brought up before. Baker has got to take care of the ball. And boom,
Maddie Marie hits the 3. Look, we're tied just like that, 5-5, Coach Arrow.
And who scored?
The Grayson twins. We were just talking about that. Unbelievable. 5-5 is our score here. I think we jinxed them, and then they heard us.
Yeah.
Said, let's get on our job here. Baker breaks the press. Nice right there, bucket by Jesslyn Kellum. Took her time.
That's 3 passes and a layup. You can't run a better offense to beat a press than that, what they did right there.
That's another 3 from Maddie Marie Grayson, and by my count, she needs 2 points to hit 2,000, Coach. Yep. Nice steal right here by the Lady Canes. Puts up the 3, no good. Rebounded by Angela Kidd for the Lady Hornets. They're trying to get it across the timeline. Pressure on them. Kellum breaks the pressure. She's going to take it to the house and is fouled on the play.
That's already 5 turnovers for Baker. They're going to have to do a much, much better job than that. And then again, they're going to have to get back and find those twins.
And one thing for Coach Peacock, that's Warmington's 2nd foul, and she's kind of serving as, if you want to call it, the big lady down low, playing center at 5'6". She's going to have to get some pine time right now with 2 early fouls here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah. And the thing about, you know, Baker is I think that they would like to be able to be full court pressing more, but they're not scoring to get into the press. Tell you what, the weather out here is usually when we do a game here, this place is packed. I think the cold weather has kept some people away.
Right, sure is.
Hope they're watching us. We bring it right to them if they're not here.
Kellum with another free throw and sinks them.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're not pressing, but they want to sit back, and I guarantee you they're going to have some watch on those 2 twins.
Pressure on Maddie Marie, showing off her dribbling skills as she passes it over. Nice screen set right there by the Lady Canes, and a quick three thrown up off the glass, no good.
You know, I'm glad to see that they're picking against a zone. A lot of teams don't pick again. I have no reason why, but I still think one of the best things to do against a zone is to pick the ball.
Old school pick, huh?
Yeah.
From the elbow just outside, shot no good, but Grayson fouled on the play.
I was going to say that was a foul. That was one of those 5-second fouls called.
Abby Kilgore picks up the foul. Maddie Marie Grayson goes to the line. She's a 68% free throw shooter, looking for point number 1,999. And there it is for the young lady, trying to get that 2,000th point if she can. That's she
great.
does it on the free throws, Coach Arrow.
Congratulations to her and the family.
2,000 points, quite an achievement, and just a junior. Kilgore shot no good. I will say this, Coach Arrow, compared to the Viger game when we saw Baker, the Lady Hornets are playing with a bit more intensity, and they're working the ball down low and driving to the rack.
Right, they won their last game. That gave them a little bit of initiative, I think, but the bottom line is, it seems like the girls are having more fun getting up and down the court. If you're not having fun, then you're probably not playing very good. It's probably a little cold out there, too. It's a little chilly in here.
Just need some more bodies to get into the gymnasium, get warmed up. And these young ladies, they're going to raise the temperature with their play as well. Mary Margaret scoops around, shot no good. Another rebound for the Lady Hornets. Kicking it out to Abby Kilgore. She throws it up, shot no good, but the putback, waving the basket off, it didn't go in. Tamiria Harris was fouled on the play. Offensive foul against Angela Kidd. So that's another one against Baker. 2 team fouls for the Lady Hornets. Don't forget, at the 5th team foul, the opposing team will shoot 2 free throws. There's no more 1-and-1 at the 7th foul. So in each quarter after the 5th team foul, the opposing team is then in the bonus.
Right. Nice step back by Rayford.
Kellum with the 15-footer and drops it in for the Lady Hornets. Pretty much been in command here in the first quarter in this Area 1 matchup. 7A Area 1. Both of these teams opening up area play tonight.
Mary Margaret putting on a little bit of a dribbling play out there.
Offensive foul, Coach Arrow. That one's going to go against the Lady Canes.
Here comes that press again. If Baker handles the press, they're going to be successful. If they don't, they're going to be in trouble.
Kaylee Williams with her first foul. Some substitutions coming in for Baker. Number 4, Taylor Rayford, and a timeout call. While we got a break, Coach Arrow, let's put up your Arrows targets to take a look at what you feel these teams need to do tonight to get the win, as we'll get our graphics team to put them up for you.
Well, if Bryant's going to win, they're going to have poise under pressure. What I mean by that is that coaches said that they've lost 9 games, and all 9 games they have been ahead late in the games. They just hadn't finished them off. And then the other thing they're going to have to do, they're going to have to keep Fields and Kidd off the boards and being able to get the ball. For the Baker team, they're going to have to contain. We've talked about this, the Twins, and then they're going to have to take care of the ball. Those are the 2 things I said, and actually they're both, all of these targets are right on target.
Right on target.
Because both of them are needing to do what we've got down for them.
Baker on top 14-10. Al Whedon, Coach Raniero. Tuesday night hoops, we're opening up the new year with area play. This is a 7A Area 1 matchup. Bryant and Baker going at it here at Daniel Bumpers Gymnasium on the campus of Baker High School. Working it down low, pass knocked out. It'll remain Lady Hornets basketball.
You know, we were talking about Bryant's team. They just got through playing West Harrison out of Mississippi, who's a top 20 team in Mississippi, and they were ahead the last 3 minutes and got beat, and West Harrison's 20-1.
Yeah.
So, you know, hopefully that propelled them into tonight's game.
Nice reverse off the glass right there by Maddie Marie. Baker
Nice.
still working it down low.
Nice.
Count the basket and one coming up for Angela Kidd. As a matter of fact, that puts Baker in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're going to come down and look for her. They're going to have to do something, either front and sandwich her or three-quarter, because they can't come down and just let her post up. They're going to, she can score down there. They got to take the ball out of her hands on the blocks.
And Kidd completes the three-point play for the Lady Hornets. They've been to the foul line 6 times so far in the quarter, pretty much doing damage from the charity stripe.
Well, they're a lot more physical team, I think, than Bryant. They've got some girls that get in there and bang. So that's probably why they're going to the boards a lot more.
And you're right about that. That's one of the things that Bryant really can't bang down low with them tonight. Right. Missing Sanaya Johnson, the 5'8" center, as I said earlier. That's going to be an offensive foul over the back, I believe. That should be going the other way.
Yeah, I think that was
on 15. Yeah, Angela Kidd. That's
she's
her
gonna
second
do that.
foul.
She's going to do that. If you're in her way, she's still coming.
Yeah, Kidd checking in 5'7". She's a sophomore playing forward for the Lady Hornets. So second team foul against Baker. As I said, Baker's in the bonus right now. Bryant has already picked up their 5th team foul.
And the turnovers have stopped. They're getting shots off before they turn it over, which is good. Nice back door. Another.
Maddie Marie was trying to get it to Mary Margaret. Didn't pay off. It pays off for the Hornets right there. Keslam drops it in off the glass. Easy bucket for the Lady Hornets. Outscored 19-12. Under 90 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
You can say what you want to about scoring. That's important. But you give me a good defensive team, and I'll take that against a really good offensive team, because that right there led to a steal, which led to an easy layup.
Kiara Williams missed it twice, couldn't get it in.
Now they're coming with pressure.
Trapping and pressure from both the Twins. Quick timeout called by Brianna Lancaster at 1:03. We'll take a quick 30-second break as well. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV.
A teacher is one of the biggest investors in a community.
They impact the lives of those we value the most.
Teachers share knowledge which helps shape and mold our future leaders.
Teachers show direction and help build a sense of purpose.
Are you ready to make a change? For more information on teaching opportunities, teacher incentives, or to apply with the Mobile County Public Schools, log on to www.mcpss.com.
At Mobile County Public Schools, we are learning today and leading tomorrow. Leading right now, it's the Baker Hornets 19-12 over the Bryant Hurricanes here. Starting off with girls action. It's a double hitter. Don't forget, after this ball game, the boys will be in action as well. So you get the 2 for tonight, Coach Arrow. That's how we do it on Tuesday Night Hoops.
Get your jackets on and come on out. If not, then tune us in.
Kellum shot no good. Put back up. Foul on the play. Madison Carlton was hoping for that and one opportunity. Quick foul there by Bryant. Olivia Johnson. That's her first foul. And back to the line go the Lady Hornets.
You know, we talked about this before the game. We've talked so much about the Grayson twins, but they're also heck of a flag football players. Maddie Marie is the receiver, and Mary Margaret is the quarterback.
There's something else, Coach Arrow.
They are, and it's very possible that they might just go to college playing flag football.
Possibly. They took the Lady Hurricanes to the semifinals in Class 7A. It was unreal.
Mm-hmm.
And they put on a show this season down there in Irvington.
And they have a
brother, Bryant.
They have a brother, Drew, that plays on the boys team.
Right, plays varsity basketball for boys.
I think he's sick. He won't be playing tonight.
And I believe he's a senior, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, he is.
So this is his senior year. But the Grayson twins, they're juniors, so we'll be blessed to have these young ladies again next year on Tuesday Night Hoops.
I'll tell you one thing, I'm not pushing recruiting, but if I was a rebounder and a post player, I'd be loving to play with the Grayson twins.
Oh, yeah, they can definitely feed the rock to you as well. Great on assist. Pressure from Baker all
nice
over
pass.
Bryant.
Got to make that shot.
Nice rebound right there by Kellum as she pushes it up the floor across the timeline. Baker looking to hold for the last shot. Speaking of the shot, these two games will not be played with a shot clock because that's not allowed in area play. Foul down low, so they're going to put Bryant on the line before the quarter ends.
Well, the turnovers have stopped. Now it's just getting the ball down the court and giving up easy buckets. Like that bucket right there needed to be finished inside.
Maddie Marie goes to the line, drains the free throw easily. Lady Canes 3 for 3 so far from the line.
They were both ranked also as two of the top flag football players in the state.
Right.
So what great athletes they are. So the family's got to be proud of them.
Kellum drives in off the glass. The bank is open and drops it in. Here's the half-court shot, and it is off. Baker on top 23-14 as we wrap up the first quarter. Second quarter action headed your way. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV.
At Mobile County Public Schools, we believe it starts with us. That's why we offer Signature Academies.
Hello, I'm Jordan Clark, and I'm in the Health Service Academy at John L. LaFleur Magnet High School. My future career is to be an obstetrician gynecologist. With this academy, I'm learning firsthand from people already working in the industry. Shadowing them on the job really makes me want to study hard and work harder towards my career goals.
Signature Academies are open to all students in Mobile County Public High Schools. Visit mcpss.com. At Mobile County Public Schools, we believe it starts with us. That's why we offer Signature Academies.
I'm Tracy Tran, and I'm in the Healthcare and Dental Academy at Theodore High School. In the Dental Academy, I'm working alongside dental professionals getting hands-on training from those already working in the industry. Shadowing them on the job makes me want to work even harder because now I know what I want to be.
Signature Academies are open to all students in Mobile County Public High Schools. To find out more, visit mcpss.com.
You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV. It's Al Whedon along with the legendary coach Ronnie Arrow. We're live on the campus of Baker High School. Inside of Daniel Bumper's gymnasium, it's area play, Coach Arrow. 7A Area 1 opens up tonight. So with Bryant taking on Baker, that means Davidson and MGM are playing on the opposite side of town in Area 1.
Yeah, that'll be good. It's a nice district that they're in. A lot of good competition. MGM's a little young this year. They gotten off to not as quite as good a start as they generally do, but they still, Coach Kimball does a good job there.
First quarter pretty much ruled by the Lady Hornets, up 23-14. And Mary Margaret Grayson's going to change that one as she drains the three, drops it in there.
On her way to her average of 19 points.
That long shot no good by Baker.
Right now I've got 9-6 in turnovers. Baker having the 9.
Ooh, put her in the spin cycle, but couldn't get it to drop, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, that was a great move.
Trying to feed Kellum down. That's how you do it.
Nice pass.
Make that extra pass right there. Good job by the Lady Hornets.
Yeah. Taylor Rayford made a sensational pass.
There's a three right there. The Mary Margaret shot no good. Turnover to the Lady Hornets.
Yeah, I think that Bryant would like to be pressing more, but they're not scoring to be able to get into it. Baker was turning the ball over early when they were scoring on their press.
Cross court pass from one twin to the other. And Mary Margaret calling for it here on the opposite side.
Nice crossover.
Shot no good. I believe that's going to be Baker's basketball. Or no, it's going to stay on this end.
I think that's
Patricia Sylvester says it'll be Bryant's call. Bryant's ball, rather.
You know, Bryant's hanging in there. It seems like that they would be further behind, but they're, you know, hanging in there, being able to do what they have to do. If they can make a couple quick buckets, get a couple steals, they're back in this thing.
Abby Kilgore comes in. Quick three put up right there by Mary Margaret and drains it. Nothing but the bottom of the net. They're inching closer.
And that's why they're averaging those amount of points. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
Three put up right there by Tamiria Harris. No
Not a-
good.
Not a good shot.
Not a
good
very
shot.
high percentage shot coming off
Yeah.
that three right there. And right now, Bryant has the momentum, and they're playing with tempo right from the charity stripe. Maddie Marie shot no good.
Hey, they got the double green light.
I agree with you on that, Coach
If they
Errol.
can see it, shoot it. And you know
Harris.
what? Generally, good things happen.
Harris
Oh,
puts up
Lord.
another three. A duplicate of the previous shot was saved.
And a foul.
And Baker is fouled. No, that's an offensive foul
Yeah.
against Abby Kilgore, who had just checked back in the game. So that's her second foul. Jesslyn Kellum checks back in for Baker.
You know, one of the worst fouls that you can get is a foul because of frustration that something happened bad and you just reach and foul. That was a bad foul.
Very up-tempo game we have right here, Coach Errol. Between these two teams, 25-20 our score.
See, they're trying to pick their,
High screen there.
yeah.
Shot no good.
She needs to come off that pick and get open with her speed. Nice steal.
Could it be a steal and score opportunity? Kellum's going to pick up that foul. She would not let Maddie Marie get the easy bucket. That's Kellum's second foul, as a matter of fact.
And I tell you what, congratulations to her. That was good, pure hustle that she just didn't watch her shoot a layup. Very good. I like that.
I mean, that's how you do it. Take it to the
Yeah.
hole. And she's outstanding free throw shooter as well. So far, she's perfect on the night. On a night where she picked up her 2,000th point, Coach Errol, so that's quite an honor. Misses a second, I jinxed her.
We watched history making.
We did. Not too often we get to see that here. Pressure on Maddie Marie from Baker. And stolen by Taylor Rayford. That's one of your former students there, Coach Errol.
Yep.
The reverse lay-in from Rayford. I think she learned that in the classroom, didn't she? The
Tell you what,
steal and score.
I like the way she plays. She'll get after you.
Rayford just a freshman at 5'6" for the Lady Hornets, so she's starting off a nice career here at Baker.
One of the top freshmen in this area. Does a really good job. If she stays after it and stays right, she's going to be a heck of a player.
That ball is going to remain with Baker after being forced out by Mary Margaret. Brianna Lancaster in her second season at Baker, trying to get these Lady Hornets on track. Last season, they only went 5-25, Coach Errol, so they have an uphill climb here for Baker.
See, Bryant came down and scored twice, and they were able to get into the press, and they stole it one time of the two. They've got to score to be able to get into that press.
Got to.
No, surprisingly, Baker's turning the ball over more than Bryant, and they've got this lead.
Well, as I said, this has been a very up-tempo game. Bryant was calling for a travel against Kellum.
Oh.
Kellum throws it up again, down low, and there's the basket from Madison Fields. Drops it in, and Baker extends the lead to 8 points.
Between Fields and Kidd, you've got to keep them off the boards.
Just inside the three-point arc. That shot no good from Madison Andrews. Another rebound for the Lady Hornets. Kellum with the juke move. It does not pay off, but a rebound. Could it be back-to-back buckets? And a foul picked up, pushing foul down low.
You know, this is a game, Al, that depending on how the officials are calling the game, if they're letting you be physical and if they're letting you go over the back some, it's to Baker's advantage.
It is. Madison Andrews picks up her first foul for the Lady Canes. That free throw missed right there by Madison Fields.
Fields and Kidd, they're workhorses. They really come to play every game that I've seen them.
Fields misses both free throws.
I think they cut it to 4 points. Now they're back up to 8 points. they stopped scoring again.
Feeding in Kiera Williams.
Get to their press.
She gives it back to Mary Margaret. Here's the three right there from Olivia Johnson. Shot no good. I thought Williams was going to get that rebound. But she was out hustled by the Lady Hornets. Ball on the floor. And the jump ball is going to favor the Lady Canes.
I think Williams needs a blow. She's breathing pretty heavy out there. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach doesn't substitute her for her in a second.
I have to say, Coach Arrow, these twins are something else. I'm looking at the shoes for Maddie Marie and Mary Margaret. And you know, nowadays the kids wear the opposite color shoes. Well, the twins have on the opposite color shoes with the color. This is something else, Coach Arrow.
Hey, in today's world, you don't know what color of jerseys or anything else teams are going to come out with.
It is something else. They feeding it in down low.
I can remember
foul on Bryant.
When I first started coaching, you know, kids had to have their hair cut a certain way.
Yeah.
Their uniforms had to be a certain way. Their tennis shoes have all had to be the same.
Now you just throw it all out the window, yeah. Coach Arrow. Fields back on the line. She hits that free throw right there.
She got a nice shot. My wife gets mad when I say lefties, wrong-handers. But I tell you what, there's something about a left-hander that can shoot the ball.
Maybe something was going on with her on that previous free throw attempts, because the previous two rimmed out, and those two were just pure like water, just dropped right through the net. Maddie Marie gives it to her sister, Mary Margaret. Her shot is off. Here's Kiera Williams down low, kicks it back out. Here's a three from Maddie Marie. Rims out once again.
See, the other thing, too, is in the way the games are now, where it's 4 out, 5 out, you've got to have guards rebounding. And if you watch when Bryant shoots the ball, there's maybe 1 or 2 at the most. They're not rebounding from their wings.
Mary Margaret penetrates, pretty much kind of not blocked, but intimidated from the size of Madison Fields at 5'9".
Yeah. And it was good that Madison just didn't whack her when she went up and got a foul. She was very smart, had her hands up.
Approaching 90 seconds remaining here in the first half. Baker on top by 10. Looks like they were trying to go with going to work the clock a bit, as I talked about. No shot clock pretty much for the remainder of the season, because that rule does not allow the shot clock in area play.
Right.
So that won't be a factor in this ball game tonight at all.
Is it ever a factor?
Well, when we had them against Viger, we had a shot clock, but it really wasn't a factor, Coach Harold.
I think they can put a 10-second clock out there. I don't know if it matters.
I will say this, over the holiday, when I was calling the Gulf Coast Holiday Classic, it didn't really have an effect on the kids, but I will say this. The effect for the shot clock affected the young men. Say if it was a loose ball or something happened, and it was like 8 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
They couldn't register, I have 8 seconds to get a shot off. So I saw the shot clock violations happen like that.
A lot of teams, when there's a shot clock, they'll sort of halfway press you just to take time off, so by the time you get it down to the other end of the court, instead of having an X amount, then it's down about 10 seconds.
Right. 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. We're going to have a foul on this end.
Carlton got away. I think that was her third foul on that one play. They finally called her on the third foul.
So she picks up her first right there, Coach Harold.
First or third?
Technically her first.
She had 2 ghost fouls.
Third team foul against Baker. That shot off right there by Maddie Marie.
And see, no one went to the boards. You've got to be, in today's world with all the threes being shot, you've got to have your whole team rebounding, with maybe one getting back to guard fast breaks.
Kellum went to the hole with the Euro step for the Lady Hornets right there. Looks like Bryant's going to get the last shot. Kiera Williams right at the charity stripe. I thought she was going to take it. Will Maddie Marie put it up, and it will count? No, it does not. It rims out. So our score at the half, 35-21. A very commanding first half by the Lady Hornets. We'll take a break, come back, bring you up to speed, also give you some halftime stats as well. It is Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV.
I believe my child's school is probably one of the best ones I could have picked in Mobile. She's in the PACE program. The teachers are phenomenal. The principal, couldn't ask for a better principal. The research that I had done myself, I believe the quality of education in Mobile County Public School System is excellent. For me and my child, I'm going to stick with the public school system. I think it's the way to go.
There's a lot to like about Mobile County Public Schools.
What I enjoy about Mobile County School is the extra attention my teachers give us to help us learn.
Teachers are liking their access to technology, and students are liking the quality of their education.
I like the technology that's been incorporated into my education.
And since 1826, you have trusted us to prepare your child for their future, and we like that. Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi.
Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you?
Good. How are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Yeah. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
Hello, my name is Andy Bennett. I am the owner and president of Interactive Learning and the co-creator of the Chisel 365 Leadership Curriculum and Technology. For the last 20 years, I've been working in the schools and with our nation's JROTC programs. I was asked to give a real quick interview and answer a few questions about our Chisel 365 curriculum. So first question was, why did we see a need for this program? Kind of back to the name here, character, health and fitness, interactive, service, and leadership. That's what we were trying to deliver. We found that high school was too late. It was too late to wait for high school to get these students in this program that could change the course of their life, give them identity, give them a hope for a bright future. So we needed to create that earlier on and catch those kids, get them with healthy habits and communicating better, just becoming better citizens and better leaders.
Detachment, attention. The Cadet Creed.
The Cadet Creed. I am Leadership and Character Development Corps Cadet.
The way it works, the way it's supposed to work, is a program we invite the middle kids to come in and to be a part of the program. Because we figure like this, you know, a lot of the middle school kids comes in and they either join band or they go to PE because they want to be athletes. But you still have those kids who don't want to be in band and they know there's not going to be athletes. So we recruit those kids so we can put them in the leadership program because we know leadership is something that they can use for the rest of their lives. And those kids that we bring in who are non-athletes are the ones who stay in the program all the way through. You know, even though in the 7th grade they can become athletes, a lot of them come back once their season is over. So the great thing is that we capture them, we teach them how to team build, we have fun activities for them, and they want to stay.
Well, the first thing it does, it offers them a place in the school. It is a program built for any and every student. Every student can find their place in LOTC. Every student will evolve into something greater. They do this program. It brings good out of them, brings the confidence out of them, skills out of them. It's a program that's built for all students.
When I was in the program, I didn't really think much of it. I thought it was just another fun program to be in, but the longer I stood in it, I really realized how much it highlighted leadership skills, and that really made me want to stay.
So in life, it made me reach out to more people. It made me connect with others that I wouldn't normally talk to. and maybe build relationships with instructors, and they have helped me throughout school.
I could not see any reason that you would not have an LOTC in every middle school. If you have football, if you have band, if you have the arts, why would you not offer this leadership program in alignment with those other groups? When you search for leadership programs, we've looked high and low. There's not a lot out there for something that I have seen with the return on investment. I don't know what it even costs to start up an LOTC program because we've always had it, but I know that we wouldn't do without it. And just recently we're looking at budget cuts, and no one's looking to cut out LOTC, but it's the foundation of our culture. And we have a culture of high expectations where young men are developed into real world leaders, and that's what LOTC has provided for us.
It really helps kiddos with just leadership opportunities. We are also an international baccalaureate school, and so we use that as what we call a design course. And so kiddos learn a lot of different qualities and within the program, you know, in terms of leadership and how they can become better people, better citizens. And so all our 6th grade students take LOTC. 7th grade is an elective and 8th grade is an elective as well.
This program absolutely works. It absolutely works. We started off, like I said, with one when I got here. They put 3 more in once I got here, and now we're up to 15. And more schools all over Texas. We got 20 programs in Fort Worth. We got 29 in Dallas. We got 15 up in Houston. We got another 5 on the outskirts of San Antonio. So we got about 85 programs in Texas alone. Absolutely it works. As the rate is growing, we'll be bigger than JRTC in the next 5 years.
It is halftime, and Baker's on top 35-21. Al Whedon and the legendary coach Ronnie Arrow here with you at halftime inside of Daniel Bumper's gymnasium. Coach, a very impressive first half by the Lady Hornets tonight.
Yeah, they're playing really well. It surprised me. They have 11 turnovers at halftime, and if it wasn't for those turnovers, the score might be a little bit different. But give credit to Bryant. The Twins are doing well, but they need to have more rebounding. There's nobody going to the offensive boards. And when you're not going to the offensive boards against Baker, then you've got Fields that are going to really score, and kids score inside, and they're going to rebound. So they've got to have some outside people going to the boards.
Let's take a look at the stats right quick before we get to the second half. There's the story right there, 14 for 26 for Baker. Definitely shooting almost about 50%. What you talked about rebounds, Baker just out-edging them 16-15. And from the free throw line, 7 of 11 for Baker and 6 of 9 for the Lady Canes. But look at the three-pointers, Coach Arrow, 18 attempts by the Lady Canes right there. Only 3 made them.
Right. I wish that they would pick more for the Twins and then them come off of. They're sort of coming up there, but there's not a pick. They need to get them open and not just try and go one-on-one and score.
Second half starting right here. Let's see what these coaches told their teams inside the locker room to see if any changes are taking place. Shot right there by Jesslyn Kellum, no good. Good rebound down low by Madison Fields, and she uses the glass and drops it in.
Again, if you watched Fields and Kidd, when that ball was shot, they worked to get inside position. They've got to box them out.
Fields, 5'9" sophomore for Baker. She's the tallest person on the floor right now at 5'9".
Nice pass.
Feeding it down low, no good. Fields with the rebound, puts it back up. No good. Cleared out for Maddie Marie Grayson. Gets it over to her sister, and she steps on the baseline, turns it back over to the Lady Hornets.
That's a shame because they had a nice break going, let her a little bit too much.
Yeah, trying to get it set up for the easy bucket. Kellum doing a slow motion spin move there.
That's
shot no good.
Another offensive rebound.
Abby Kilgore with a soft touch. I think she learned that in the classroom.
In the classroom.
That was a nice soft bucket.
We took 3 weeks off from the classroom, and I've got people, some of my students and some new students that are calling when we're starting back. We're going to start back this coming Sunday at Covenant School, Christian School, and then on Monday we'll be at E.R. Dixon.
They want to know, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, we got to get back. Got to get back.
Foul on Kaylee Williams. That's her third.
If you have a young lady, a young daughter, a young son, somewhere in this town, they need to get skill work. Because now just going out and playing games, if you're not getting skill work, the others are.
20-point lead right here by Baker. 41-20 my score. The turnaround shot no good for Mary Margaret.
Another turnover for Baker, so
going
both
back
teams
to the Lady Canes on that travel right here.
One of the things, Al, that showed up was 16 to 15 in rebound, but wasn't broken down of those 16 rebounds against Baker. How many of those were offensive?
Offensive, right, as opposed to defensive
rebounds. They're getting a ton of offensive rebounds.
Correct. Shot no good for Madison Andrews. Put
and
back,
one.
Count the basket, and one coming up for the Lady Canes as Maddie Marie is going to go to the line to shoot one shot. Taylor Rayford picks up her first foul for the Lady Hornets.
The Grayson twins, they're very poised, especially for being juniors. It's if y'all haven't seen them play, y'all need to go over to Bryant, or if they're playing locally, you need to see them play.
They are something else. We didn't get them on last year. Unfortunately, scheduling didn't work out. We weren't able to get the twins on, so we said, hey, we got to get the twins on. So we looked up first game of the new year.
Every week you were asking.
I'm telling you, we got to get the twins on, man. We're going to get the twins on.
I thought you were their agent.
Well, I am the father of a set of twins myself.
That's right. That's right.
So I have a little favoritism going on, Coach Arrow. But
they're well worth it.
But they're a joy to watch. They really are. They play together. They're not selfish. They know how to share the ball, and they shoot too. Maddie Marie puts that one up, and I jinx her. The iron unkind for one of the Grayson twins. Just outside the elbow, Taylor Radford's shot is no good. Rebounded by Fields, contested in, and she doesn't get it in.
Another thing as far as the rebound, and I don't think we've mentioned about Johnson, Sanaya Johnson, who's not playing, who's their leading rebounder, which brings a lot of rebounding to their team.
Yeah, they're missing 8 rebounds from her. That's what she averages. Turnover on the play after the bucket right there from Madison Andrews. Bryant's going to get it back.
She's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks, so maybe she can get back a little sooner, but she might be done for the
And sure
year.
hate that for her, Coach. She's a senior.
Yeah, that's a shame.
And a nice 3 right there from Mary Margaret Grayson.
That might have been an NBA 3.
She definitely drained it. Kellum trying to penetrate and score. Fouls on the floor.
Two things going to happen now. As far as Bryant, they've got to score and get into the press. And as far as Baker, they can't be turning the ball over if they do get into the press. They're doing a good job of hitting the boards. Nice drop step. Ooh, that was a nice.
Shot doesn't fall from Madison Carlton.
Yeah, that was a nice drop step by Madison. Uh-oh. Little showtime.
Maddie Marie got caught in the act. She was trying to go behind her back, but got tied up. Good defense right there by Baker.
Oopsie-do.
Yeah, travel on the play, so a turnover against the Lady Canes. Pressure. Rayford gets it across the timeline, breaks the pressure, and up. They're stolen.
Nice hustle
by Maddie Marie. Gets it over. I'm sorry, that was Mary Margaret. Gets it over to Maddie Marie. I had them confused there for a second, Coach. But thanks to the numbers, and that's a nice 3 from Kaylee Williams. She averages 6.3 points per game. And we have a foul on the other end of the floor. Patricia Sylvester going to let us know.
Tell you what, they're battling. They're hanging in there. If they can just score so that they can get into their press, but they've got to go to those offensive boards and keep Baker off the offensive boards.
Mary Margaret's first trip to the charity stripe tonight. She drains the first one.
We got a chance to talk to the Grayson twins to their dad a while ago, and you know, he said probably they'll probably play basketball in college, because actually flag football, I guess, in college and basketball go on at pretty much the same time.
Almost same time. Runner right there from Kellum, no good. It will remain with the Lady Hornets. That 20-point lead has been cut into right here by Bryant. They pretty much went on a run against Baker so far.
Harris coming back in. She'll add a lot of speed and a lot of ball handling to the team.
Bryant on a 13-0 run right now. Tamiria Harris with the turnaround jumper. Nice, nice footwork and ball control right there from Harris. They needed a bucket bad. As I said, they won a 13-0 run. Bryant was on top of them. They break it. Maddie Marie with the rebound, kicks it back over to Williams, and she loses control over the young lady, the 5'5" senior. Turnover back to Baker.
You know, with all the turnovers that Baker started out with, now Bryant has almost caught them in turnovers. Nice
Harris
step
with
through.
the drop step,
Nice
hits
step
it just outside the elbow. Back-to-back buckets for the Hornets, and Harris, 45-34 is our score.
Nice freshman coming up.
Pressure on Mary Margaret. Williams, she hits that three, no good. Harris with the rebound across the timeline. That's going to be an over and back, but it was stolen by Mary Margaret. The steal and score.
They're hanging in there.
They are.
You know,
they're not giving up, Coach Arrow.
Another turnover.
Nice no-look pass right there from Rayford. Angela Kidd couldn't control it, and Baker loses it, so it's going to be Bryant. It's almost back-to-back turnovers right there against the Lady Hornets.
That's 16 turnovers that I have for Baker to 10 from Bryant. So, you know, nice step back.
Shot no good for Mary Margaret.
Now that's tough doing a step back from three-point range.
The 15-footer no good for Kellum. Tipped back into play by Madison Carlton, but a foul on the play. I think Angela Kidd may have picked up a third right there, Coach Arrow.
Yeah.
Yep. Patricia Sylvester's looking over there, so
stayed
that's three.
She stayed in foul trouble the whole night. She hasn't really had a chance to get going.
Yep. That's her third, so she's going to head to the bench to sit down for a bit.
They're staying in a 1-3-1 zone.
There's a three from Williams, no good.
Yeah, they've got to come down and work the ball around a little bit more.
Rayford with the rebound, gets it up to Jesslyn Kellum. You can see her ready for that three. Rims out, gets her own rebound, drives.
Whoa.
Looking for the call, but didn't get it. But here's a call just outside of the square. I think it's going against Baker again.
It is.
That's Madison Carlton's third foul. Fourth team foul against the Lady Hornets. The next foul will put Bryant in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter.
That was nothing but hustle by Andrews.
Yeah.
I mean, she got on the floor, got after it, and then got fouled. A little give and go there that didn't work out.
Coach Arrow. Taylor Rayford with the ball, 5'6" freshman. Tamiria Harris going to put up the three. It was a line drive.
Another offensive
Good rebound for Madison Carlton. She's going to redeem herself with that third foul with this and one opportunity coming up as she goes to the line for the three-point play.
I haven't kept how many offensive rebounds that there was, but it'd be interesting out of the 47 points that Baker has, how many's come off second shots, offensive rebounds, a bunch.
According to my stat keeping, that should be the fourth foul against Leila Warbington for Bryant. I think she may have to come out. Carlton misses the free throw, and no, they can't make the sub. So she's on the floor with 4 fouls, Coach Arrow.
Well, I wish they'd go out there and pick for her when she's that far out and let her come off those picks. Nice
Shot
pass
good
inside.
for Kaylee Williams.
See, they came down there, took the time, worked the ball around, got the ball inside, didn't have any help. She was able to score.
Rayford gets it over to Harris. They double team her in the coffin corner down there.
bad place to have the ball.
And George Washam is going to call a foul, I think, against Kaylee Williams. So that will be her 4th as well. Coming in is Olivia Johnson. So Williams on the floor with 4 fouls. If I'm correct for the Lady Canes, so Coach Peacock's got some decision making to do here soon. Long 3 from Harris, rims out.
You know, Baker now has started taking, you know, I call some bombs where they're not working the ball around like they were at the beginning and getting some easy shots.
Maybe that's why she's leaving Williams in the game. She's an added 3-point
nice
assassin. Jesslyn Kellen with the little floater.
Between Kellum and Harris on Baker's team, they really bring a lot of athletic ability to the floor.
Stolen by Taylor Rayford, approaching 30 seconds. If she's going to give it up, she's going to keep it. She did earn the foul. I believe they're going to call that against Johnson. That's her 3rd, Coach Arrow. I was about to say 2nd. That's her 3rd.
That was a bad decision. She had a 3-on-1 and took it all in herself. She's a better player than that. She could have passed off very easily.
I'm just blaming on she's a freshman, Coach. I'm just gonna put it on the youth. I'm putting it on the youth
I
on
hear
that
you.
one.
Okay, I'll go along with that.
I'm gonna try to save her.
I'll go along with that.
I'm gonna try to save her.
She's gonna be really good by the time she gets finished.
She will be. Misses the first free throw and puts up the rainbow shot for the second one and nails it.
That did it. That was up there. Almost hit the ceiling.
30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
12 points.
Much better 3rd quarter for the Hurricanes. They were down by 20 at one point here, 41-21, but they cut into that lead. They got it to about 7, but it's expanded a bit more, up to 12 now. Here's a shot from Johnson. And the ATM is open, Coach Arrow. She
Off the
makes
glass.
The three withdrawal. Wow. I think Harris is going to try to match her with her 3. No good. And we will go to the 4th quarter with a 9-point lead for the Lady Hornets, 50-41. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV. We'll be back with the last quarter.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
We welcome you back to Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV. Al Whedon, Coach Ronnie Arrow, heading to the 4th quarter, the last 8 minutes of this contest, and Baker pretty much in control, up by 9.
You know, they were up by 12, and I'm sure Coach Lancaster was not very happy with those last 2 shots that they took at the end of that quarter. It enabled Bryant to be able to score a 3-pointer.
Maddie Marie puts up the 3, no good. Nice rebound, but the shot has no elevation from Warbington. She's back in the game with her 4 fouls.
That's a shame that that didn't go in because she went to the offensive boards. They've got to have that if they're going to get back in this game.
Foul on the floor. This one's going against Baker. Foul on Juliana McKinney. We haven't called her name too much tonight, Coach Arrow. That's her first foul.
Well, we'll see if Bryant can come back, and they need some defensive stops. Just scoring's not going to get it. They need some defensive stops.
Right
Nice.
from the 15-footer charity stripe. Leila Warbington drains it.
If somebody didn't get to the free throw line to guard that.
Lady Canes have cut it to 7 despite their big Lady Cane being out tonight. Sanaya Johnson, she got hurt back in December. And I believe that is the 5th foul against Leila Warbington. Puts her hands on her face. She can't believe it.
Well, at least she got the foul doing something good and trying to get it done defensively.
Jolie Campbell. No, that's not Jolie Campbell, sorry. Juliana McKinney at the line misses the first.
That hair sort of covers that number.
I thought Warbington had fouled out, Coach Arrow. I thought I saw 31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Should be.
I thought, maybe unless that's her 4th. I thought it was her 5th, but like I said, I could be wrong. She's on the floor.
Should we stop
so
the game and talk about it?
It must be 4 then rather than 5. McKinney misses both free throws for the Lady Hornets.
7-point lead with 7 minutes to go. I know I've said this a few times. Now they're running some plays. Nice play. Cross pick to slide through a double pick. Nice
Maddie
play.
Marie drains the 3, averages 23 points per game, and that was a big one right there. Cuts the lead to 4. The pressure's on the Lady Hornets right now. They were looking to feed it down low. Kick it back out to Taylor Rayford. Jesslyn Kellum, her runner from the elbow, no good. Nice rebound down low by Fields. And the rim blocked her shot. Abby Kilgore fakes it, no, stolen by Bryant. Another 3 from Maddie Marie, no
Bad
good.
shot. Very, very good knowledge of the game. Bring that ball out and start over again.
And her sister goes with the runner. That shot no good. Pressure on Kellum. And Rayford comes away with it just past the timeline. Abby Kilgore fakes the shot inside. And they're going to get a timeout for Brianna Lancaster. She wants to talk about it. She's going to take the quick 30 here, Coach Arrow. We'll take a quick break as well. It's getting tight inside Daniel Bumper's Gymnasium. Don't move. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops.
Our children with special needs deserve a place to play. That is why we are coming together to build the Miracle League of West Mobile Schmidt Family Park. It will include a special needs ball field and playground, regulation baseball and softball fields, and more. We have raised more than $1 million and construction will start soon. But we need your help to complete the project. Visit mcpss.com/Miracle League to donate and to learn more. Any dollar amount will help bring a smile to a child's face. Together, we can make a miracle.
We welcome you back to Tuesday Night Hoops. Al Wheaton, Coach Ronnie Arrow. It's getting tight here, Coach Arrow. The lead is 4 for the Lady Hornets.
I really liked when Bryant came down and ran a set play. That's what they need to do more of, rather than just coming down and just going one-on-one.
Speaking of set plays, Brianna Lancaster set one up right there. Madison Carlton got the rebound in her own shot and put it in.
See,
Williams stepped on the baseline. That's a turnover to to Baker.
It's getting down to the nitty-gritty. They need to run some set plays, just dribbling and trying to beat the defense off the dribble. They need to get some set plays.
Pressure from Mary Margaret. Taylor Rayford breaks it. Tamiri Harris is going to take that 3. No good. Madison Fields down low. She's fighting for it on the floor. They're going to call a jump ball. It will remain with the Lady Hornets.
Tell you what, I like Fields. She'll hit you.
Yeah.
She
gets down there right now. Once again, it's the tallest girl on the floor at 5'9". Madison Carlton. Oh,
nice soft
it
touch.
Drops in. Nice soft touch, as you said, Coach Arrow. That was a big bucket right there for Baker. Lead back up to 8.
Well, they're trying to run a pick for them outside. Williams outside, trying to run a pick for.
Williams picked up her dribble. She had to get rid of it. Gives it to Maddie
Nice
Marie.
follow.
Her shot no good.
Yeah.
Mary Margaret gets the rebound, throws it up, and buries the 3 all the way from 1 Mile Road down in Irvington. That's a technical foul they're calling against Taylor Rayford. No correction. That technical is on Kaylee Williams. No, on Madison Carlton of Baker. And they're going to place.
They could be down 3 points.
Maddie Marie at the line. It should be 2 shots in the ball. He drops it in. So maybe it was some jaw jacking going on down low, Coach Arrow. I didn't see it, but George Washington teed her up.
3-point game with almost 5 minutes to go.
Possession back to the Lady Canes. At one point, they were down 20 points in the third quarter. They've cut it to 3. The runner from Mary Margaret.
And here comes her press.
Down 1 point. Long inbounds pass right there. Kellum across the timeline, barely makes it across. Fight on the floor. Williams still at Kaylee Williams to the hole. She is fouled on the play. She will go to the line and try to take the lead.
Tell you what, if you think girls can't play hard, these two teams right now, this game is like state championship. They're battling one another.
First foul against Tamiria Harris. Second team foul against Baker as Kaylee Williams goes to the line. Coach, if I'm correct, I don't think Bryant has had the lead tonight.
No, you're exactly right.
I don't believe they have. So these 2 free throws could give them the lead. The first one drops in for Williams.
I tell you what, hats off to Bryant. They fought and fought and fought. I know they were.
This is the second, and look at Mary Margaret slip through there, gives it to her sister Maddie Marie. She's going to take that 15-footer and dreams it for the Lady Canes as they take the lead, 56-54. Kellum got caught in the air. Lady Canes trying to put it. Oh, the finger roll, Coach Arrow, old school from Mary Margaret Grayson. Gotta love it. Look at Tamiria Harris.
You know, Baker's playing like they were behind. They were 5 points up, and they come down, no passes, jack of 3. That's a shame because they had played the game so well together and rebounded. And then all of a sudden, with 5 minutes to go, boom, they just start jacking 3s.
4 minutes remaining. Brianna Lancaster calling a full timeout. We'll take a break as well. Tuesday night hoops is getting real good. Baker down by 4.
Did you know that missing 2 days of school per month
has a negative effect on student achievement?
And that chronic absenteeism is negatively impacting
1 out of every 10 Alabama students.
Studies show students who are chronically absent are more likely to drop out of school. For every 1 day your child is absent from school, it takes 3 days for them to catch up.
So if I am not sick, make sure I'm at school, because missing school means missing out.
At one point, the Lady Hornets were up 20. Now they're down 4. Coach, did you see it coming?
I did not see it coming, but, you know, to be truthful, I know Coach Lancaster isn't very happy with the shot selection the last 3 or 4 minutes. They were playing like they were behind. And they were up. They were just coming down and jacking 3s. That's a shame because they've played very hard, but credit to Bryant that they've come back that much and now taking a 4-point lead.
I mean, they have toughed it out from being down 20 to now up by 4. And the rubber's meeting the road here halfway through the 4th quarter. This is what's called area play, Coach Arrow. This is what it's about.
Look at the fans. They're stunned. They're stunned.
Maddie Marie putting on the dribbling clinic, dumps it down. Madison Andrews shot no good. Nice rebound by Williams. Oh, and it drops
got
in
the roll.
for Kaylee Williams. She has definitely stepped up, gotten her average plus a little more tonight. Going to have a foul on this end. Margaret, her first foul.
We're gonna see which one of these teams are gonna try and slow the ball down and get some good shots. Nice hesitation move by Radford.
Currently Baker with 3 team fouls, Bryant with 2 team fouls. On the 5th foul, the team will go into the bonus. That one thrown away. It's going to remain Bryant's basketball.
The difference in the game, Al, now Baker has 20, I have them for 20 turnovers and 11 for Bryant. It's a difference in the game now.
Sorry about that correction. Check Baker's basketball after that throwaway. It's down 6 points. Pressure on the Lady Hornets. Jesslyn Kellum took one extra step. She didn't mean to do it, but that's a travel. She didn't mean to do it, Coach Errol.
That doesn't count then?
Yeah, you still got to write that turnover down. Huh?
King's X. Let's see if they slow the ball down.
I think we may get some of that right now. Up 6 points, down
Nice
low,
pass.
wide open. Contested Madison Andrews shot from Kellum. It's going to remain Lady Canes basketball.
A little bit more explosion by Andrews. She would have made that. She's got to bend those legs and get some explosion in those legs. Nice pass.
Couldn't finish.
But they took time off the clock. They ran a couple plays. Biggest thing is they took time off the clock.
Pressure on Taylor
Nice
Rayford. She
pass.
gives it up. That's how you do it, but that shot no good for Kidd. And we're going the other way. Ball is out on the baseline underneath the Baker basket.
Hats off to Rayford. I mean, she was hustling. Just didn't work out for her. But now they're going to have to put it in second gear and put some good defense. They need to stop.
Right. Timeout called here by
a good timeout.
Coach Peacock over at Bryant, and she wants a full timeout as well. 2:26 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break as well. It's intensifying on Tuesday Night Hoops. Don't move.
Part of the experience of going to the Mobile Museum of Art is that it's there for everyone.
Art is there to inspire, to give you other perspectives, and to make you think outside of yourself.
The museum offers a critical service to the culture of the community.
It's providing the opportunity to have eyes open.
This is a program for any middle school student who's actually behind. This opportunity offers kids a chance to do 2 grades in 1 year.
If it wasn't for Star Academy, I would still be in 8th grade and probably still struggling.
We are one-on-one. We have small classrooms, and we're able to give students that personal touch, that personal attention.
I know I'm coming to see good teachers, good attitude, and also they're here to teach us what we need to learn.
We return to action, approaching 2 minutes remaining here in the ball game. They're hustling forward on the floor. They're going to tie up, and the jump ball should remain with Bryant, I believe.
You know, they need to slow the ball down a little bit more. They need to take some time off the clock. Every trip down, they need to take at least 15, 25 seconds off the clock before they make an attempt to go the hole. They're ahead. I mean, they don't have to make any moves.
Oh, the
nice
classic, the classic inbounds pass off the back from Maddie Marie, and she nails the jumper. When I said it earlier, it was a joy to watch these two. It is a joy, Coach Arrow.
You never know what's going to happen.
Oh, well, my goodness.
Hey, they might just skip college, go the Globetrotters. That was a Globetrotter move.
Oh, the deep pass to Kaylee Williams. Can she control it? And she does with the bucket. And just like that, it's a 10-point lead as we approach 90 seconds remaining in the contest. Taylor Rayford from the elbow. The soft touch does not work. Angela Kidd down there fighting for it. Possession arrow is going to remain Baker's basketball. And just like that, Coach Arrow, the lead is 10.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
Wow.
If you're going to play Bryant, you better come ready to play the full game. You better not give up thinking that you're ahead, because they're going to come at you for the whole game.
Almost stolen by Mary Margaret, but knocked out by Taylor Rayford. And it's going to be Bryant's basketball. With George Washington, Daryl Jordan talking about it, they're going to say, no, it's Baker's basketball. I thought Rayford had knocked it out.
I did too.
After Grayson tried to steal it, but hey, I'm the guy up here wearing glasses, so maybe I can't see, Coach, you know. But it's Baker's basketball.
Yeah, I think you got that one right.
Abby Kilgore is wide open across court. Pressure on Kellum. They double up. Rafer's going to take the three. No good. That's a foul against Angela Kidd. I believe that's her fourth. She's had a rough night tonight, Coach.
Yeah, she has.
She truly has.
I've just been astonished on how, when Baker was ahead, how they just kept coming down and going one-on-one and shooting threes. I'm not talking about passing and shooting three. I'm talking about just one-on-one and shoot a three.
As you like to say, just jacking threes
Just
for no
jacking it,
reason.
man. You know, I like to compliment the Grayson girls. Not only are they good players, they work very well together. I mean, it's not one being selfish or two. This whole team has come around both those two young ladies.
Mary Margaret passes it off. Madison Andrews hits the 15-footer right at the charity stripe. That extends the lead to 12 as we approach 1 minute. And at one point down 20, now up by 12. Taylor Rafer with the runner. Needs some defense right here for the Lady Hornets.
They need some steals right here.
And I think they're going to
pull it
foul
out,
here.
pull it out, pull it out.
They're trying not to foul one of the Grayson twins, but they're great free throw shooters. Gets her own rebound. Madison Andrews, that'll probably do it right there for the Lady Canes as they have come back from being down 20 in the third quarter. That's a kick ball. To pretty much going to escape here with this area win. And as I look out to the left, that foul against Maddie Marie Grayson, her second. As I look to the left, I see the balloons in the shape of 2,000 in gold to honor Maddie Marie, who picked up her 2,000th point tonight in this contest. That's quite an honor, Coach.
It really is. And she's got a year left.
You got to remind me. That means we get another year to see the twins.
There you go.
On Tuesday Night Hoops.
You start talking to the upper group about getting them on early.
Yeah, I got a guy sitting in the truck. I got his number, so I know how to call him. I'll put up the bat signal. We need the twins on. We need the twins on.
I tell you, that's a great win for Bryant. And you know what? As far as Baker, they did some really good things. They just got to understand when you got a lead and it's ticking down with 5 minutes to go, you got to milk it some.
And keep in mind, no shot clock tonight. The clock was your friend. You just had to utilize it. Unfortunately for Coach Lancaster, I know this is going to be a learning experience from them. I know they're going to look at the film and discuss this one later on, but they had this game.
They really did.
And the horn goes off, and the Lady Canes pick up their first area win of the season. And on this win, Maddie Marie Grayson eclipsed the 2,000-point mark tonight. 69-56 is the score. Elena Peacock and the Lady Canes get the win. We're going to work to try to get the headset on Coach Peacock so we can talk to her before the boys game. Coach, that's the cool thing about Tuesday Night Hoops. It's always a 2-for-1. It's like buy one, get one free. Or, when you go to the store, do you want to upsize that? Well, we upsize it for you. You're getting 2 games tonight. So the boys games will be coming up momentarily, but we got to talk to Coach Peacock if we can.
We got to, and it'd be nice if we could get the twins too. Here's Dad leading the pack down there with 2,000 balloons down there.
There it is. Well, as we see on TV, it's kind of backwards right now. They're looking like, no, dude, you come over here, and then you go. There you go. There you go. Get them together, Ron.
Coordination.
You got to get Dad in there to get it together. There's a shot right there.
There's a proud dad.
For the young lady. Just a junior, as you said, Coach Arrow.
They.
One more year. Yeah, they. Just juniors. Another year remains for the Grayson twins.
Yeah, and both of them are very deserving. They're very unselfish. They're very, very well coached. And it's a team effort. I mean, you can tell that the rest of the team were for them, too.
And tonight it was a team effort because the Lady Canes had to put it together. I mean, they were down in the hole. When I looked up, I didn't realize it, but the score was 41-21 in the third quarter.
Yeah, and we sort of looked at one another. It's sort of going to be a yawner. And all of a sudden, they kept coming back, and Baker kept taking some bad shots. But it was a good game. It was glad to see. Happy for Bryant. And it's a learning process, like you said, for Baker.
It is. They were missing their big girl down low, Sanaya Johnson, for the Lady Canes, but they stepped up. They played together as a team, as you talked about, Coach Arrow, and they overcame that deficit. You said all they have to do is tough it out, Al. If they can play some defense and get some steals, they can make it happen. Let's take a look at the stats. It'll tell the story for you as well for the ball game. Here it is, 36 for 66. Boy, they put up some shots tonight for Bryant. Look at there, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, they really did. You know, one of the stats, again, like I said, I had Bryant for 25 turnovers and 14 turnovers for Bryant. So I think that was the difference in the game, especially late in the game.
8 for 31 from three-point land. That was something else for the Lady Canes. They put up a lot of threes, didn't make very many, but Baker only 1 for 5 tonight. But they had it out. I mean, they shot, both of these teams pretty much shot 50% from the field.
Yeah, one of the things that we talked about as far as the Arrow targets deal was that Coach Lancaster was saying that late in the games they were having trouble finishing.
Correct, you're right.
And that's exactly what happened tonight.
You talked about that poise under pressure as well, trying to get the headset on Coach Peacock. Big win for them tonight, their first area win. Let's check in right now with Coach Peacock. Congratulations, Coach. You guys were down 20 at one point. What a deficit to overcome to get that area win tonight.
Thank you.
How did it feel? I mean, I know the pressure was on you guys, but you had to play as a team and not lose your resiliency there.
We did. I went in there in halftime. They were angry. They were down with each other. Everybody was blaming everyone. I told them, I said, look, 14 points. That's the worst we have played all year long. And we're down 14. It's a huge area game. Everyone is here to see y'all. Right. Everyone is here for them. Like you're in a not at your home, like it's a tough place. I said, girls, they come to play.
Coach, one of the things that we talked about, and she talked about at the beginning of the game, that y'all's press was working. Then y'all stopped being able to score, so you weren't able to press. What did you think about? I know you took a timeout. What did you say, if you can remember exactly what got them going late in the game?
I told them, I said, stay after it. We're not able to press, but you've got to get after them. So I sent my twins trying to get as soon as they rebound, trying to send the twins after the ball. And then I had my other person kind of trying to play at half court. Problem was we were in foul trouble so bad the whole game.
Well, that's a tribute to the team that you were able to put some substitutes in and they carried their weight. But one of the things early or late in the game, Baker just kept coming down and shooting threes, and y'all were able to take advantage of that and go ahead and win the game.
They were well prepared tonight, and that is not what we had been seeing on film, so hats off to Baker.
All right, Coach, congratulations, and also congratulations to Maddie Marie hitting that 2,000-point mark there for the Lady Canes. All right, don't move. The boys are headed your way. Up next is more Area 1 action here for Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV.
There's a lot to like about Mobile County Public Schools.
What I enjoy about Mobile County School is the extra attention my teachers give us to help us learn.
Teachers are liking their access to technology, and students are liking the quality of their education.
I like the technology that's been incorporated into my education.
And since 1826, you have trusted us to prepare your child for their future, and we like that. Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi.
Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you?
Good. How are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Yeah. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
Hello, my name is Andy Bennett. I am the owner and president of Interactive Learning and the co-creator of the Chisel 365 leadership curriculum and technology. For the last 20 years, I've been working in the schools and with our nation's JROTC programs. I was asked to give a real quick interview and answer a few questions about our Shizzle 365 curriculum. So first question was, why did we see a need for this program? Kind of back to the name here, character, health and fitness, interactive, service, and leadership. That's what we were trying to deliver. We found that high school was too late. It was too late to wait for high school to get these students in this program that could change the course of their life, give them identity, give them a hope for a bright future. So we needed to create that earlier on and catch those kids, get them with healthy habits and communicating better, just becoming better citizens and better leaders.
Detachment, attention. The Cadet Creed.
The Cadet Creed. I'm a Leadership and Character Development Corps Cadet.
The way it works, what's supposed to work, is a program we invite the middle kids to come in and to be a part of the program. Because we figure like this, a lot of the middle school kids comes in and they either join band or they go to PE because they want to be athletes. But you still have those kids who don't want to be in band and they know they're not going to be athletes. So we recruit those kids so we can put them in a leadership program because we know leadership is something that they can use for the rest of their lives. And those kids that we bring in who are non-athletes are the ones who stay in the program all the way through. Even though in the 7th grade they can become athletes, a lot of them come back once their season is over. So the great thing is that we capture them, we teach them how to team build, we have fun activities for them, and they want to stay.
Well, the first thing it does, it offers them a place in the school. It is a program built for any and every student. Every student can find their place in LOTC. Every student will evolve into something greater. They do this program. It brings good out of them, brings the confidence out of them, skills out of them. It's a program that's built for all students.
When I was in the program, I didn't really think much of it. I thought it was just another fun program to be in, but the longer I stood in it, I really realized how much it highlighted leadership skills, and that really made me want to stay.
So in life, it made me reach out to more people. It made me connect with others that I wouldn't normally talk to. It made me build relationships with instructors, and they have helped me throughout school.
I could not see any reason that you would not have an LOTC in every middle school. If you have football, if you have band, if you have the arts, why would you not offer this leadership program in alignment with those other groups? When you search for leadership programs, we've looked high and low. There's not a lot out there for something that I have seen with the return on investment. I don't know what it even costs to start up an LOTC program because we've always had it, but I know that we wouldn't do without it. And just recently we're looking at budget cuts and no one's looking to cut out LOTC, but it's the foundation of our culture. And we have a culture of high expectations where young men are developed into real world leaders. And that's what LOTC has provided for us.
It really helps kiddos with just leadership opportunities. We are also an International Baccalaureate school, and so we use that as what we call a design course. And so kiddos learn a lot of different qualities and within the program, in terms of leadership and how they can become better people, better citizens. And so all our 6th grade students take LOTC. 7th grade is an elective and 8th grade is an elective as well.
This program absolutely works. It absolutely works. We started off, like I said, with one when I got here. They put 3 more in once I got here, and now we're up to 15. And more schools all over Texas. We got 20 programs in Fort Worth. We got 29 in Dallas. We got 15 up in Houston. We got another 5 on the outskirts of San Antonio. So we got about 85 programs in Texas alone. Absolutely it works. As the rate is growing, we'll be bigger than JRTC in the next 5 years.
Tonight, the Hornets' nest is buzzing as area play begins. In comes Bryant trying to pull off the upset and score a big area win. For Baker, they need to get things back in gear after dropping 2 of 3 over the holiday break. It's time for the action on the hardwood, so let's get back at it. For Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV, I'm Al Wheaton, joined by the legendary coach Ronnie Arrow. We're glad you're with us. Coach Baker features 2 of the top players in the entire state for 7A.
Yeah, there's no question about it, but those losses in that tournament this week, you didn't mention that Desmond was out, that Williams was out to those games, so that was real important to them. But Florence also, he's averaging 16 points a game, so again, those are the 2 to watch.
It is something else with this ball game tonight. First area game for Baker and for Bryant with the new year. Area play begins. So right now, let's put up the starters and take a look at who's going to be getting the start tonight for both of these teams, for Bryant and for Baker. For Bryant tonight, it's Mcpss. He's getting the start. The 6'2 freshman, also Slade Rivers, along with Sam Bagwell, Trevor Johnson, and Virgil Dale for the Hurricanes as they come in averaging, Coach, just 49 points per game, giving up 68 on defense. And let's take a look at Baker with their starters tonight on the Hornets. Of course, Braylon Taylor, Desmond Williams, he's the 2nd-ranked scorer in 7A on the state. Paris Baker, Jonathan Cox, and the man down low, Derek Florence. He leads the state in double-doubles, Coach Arrow. He is something else down low for the Hornets.
Yeah, he is. He does everything. He rebounds, he shoots threes, he goes in. He can guard outside because he's athletic. He can guard inside because he's physical. So he's a total player. And then Desmond, you didn't happen to mention, that also signed with South Alabama. And he's a really good player. When they have those 2 going, that's a great inside-outside or outside-outside combination.
It is a combination like nothing else. As I said, some of the top players in Class 7A in the entire state. There's only 32 schools in Class 7A in the state, so it is something else. Some of the top guys are featured right here in front of us. They're getting ready for call-outs here for the Hornets. And, Coach, with those 2 of 3 losses they had, which you said Williams out over the holiday, the Gulf Coast Holiday Classic, it was something else. As I had a chance to call one of Baker's games, it was a bit different watching a game without Desmond Williams on the floor.
Yeah, they're a completely different team. And when you have other teams tonight, Bryant, I guarantee you he's the #1 guy that they want to keep the ball out of his hands, because he makes things go. When he doesn't have it, or when he does have it, he can penetrate, and he finds just great peripheral vision.
He really does. Williams averages 15 points per game. For Derek Florence, 15.7 points a game, and averages 10.1 rebounds. As I said, leading the state in double-doubles. Our rest for tonight, Patricia Sylvester, Darryl Jordan, George Washam. We just saw them do a good job in the girls' game before this ball game, so they're doing double duty tonight like we are, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, there's no question. And, you know, a player like Florence, you know, is probably this early getting overlooked by college coaches, because right now they're all looking and waiting on the portal and all that. But there could be a school come in and make a major hit by getting in on him early.
It sure could. 6'6" senior Florence for the Baker Hornets. Almost ready for tip-off right here inside of Daniel Bumper's Gymnasium. We appreciate you joining us and hanging out with us for Tuesday Night Hoops. This is how we do it. As I said, area play has begun in this area. You have Bryant, Baker, Davidson, and MGM. So Davidson and MGM doing battle tonight across town as Baker and Bryant open up area play here inside Daniel Bumper's Gymnasium. Moments away from tipping this one off. And, Coach, I must say, one man I'm looking forward to seeing for the Bryant Hurricanes, I had a chance to call this guy's last middle school football game, Mcpss. He's a 6'2 freshman for the Bryant Hurricanes. He was playing quarterback last time I saw him. He was with the Alba Sharks.
Right. Well, this is going to be another really good game. On paper, Baker has the bigger stats, the bigger players, but I guarantee you that Bryant's going to be able to come through and give everything that they got.
And just that quick, a foul picked up by Bryant. Slade Rivers fouls Desmond Williams. He puts Williams at the line. Williams is a 57% free throw shooter, makes the and one opportunity. And Baker's up 3-0 just that quick.
Yeah, one of the things that he's going to have to get better at, he's going to have to get better on his free throw shoot. When you get to that next level, free throw shooting's a gimme. You got to make free throws.
Got to do that, shooting 57%, as I said. Got to work on that. Bryant rotating around Rivers. Gets it over to Bagwell. Pressure on him from Desmond Williams.
They're starting out man-to-man pressure on the ball. They're doing a lot of penetrating and pitching.
Bagwell shot no good, rims out. Braylon Taylor bringing it up the floor.
One of the things that we said tonight was that Drew Grayson, brother of the twins that played in the girls' game, he won't be playing tonight. He got hurt the other night, fell and got a concussion and a bad hip on one play.
Missing 12 points right there with Drew Grayson being out, Coach. So that's not a good look for the Hurricanes.
Well, on paper, they're only averaging 52 points a game, and Baker's averaging 71. So they're going to have to take care of the ball. When they get good shots, they're going to have to put them in the hole. Baker's coming all out earlier with their press.
Getting down to Bagwell.
Nice
they break the press, and the Hurricanes are on the board. 9-2 is our score. Baker running fast, up-tempo offense right here. Braylon Taylor going to the rack. That shot blocked by the Hurricanes. On the fast break opportunity, Bagwell keeps it himself.
That was a very good break. He didn't get spacing like he needed to, but he took it right down to the hole.
Jonathan Cox puts up the three, no good. Nice rebound right there by Paris Baker. And we're going to have a tie up on the floor. The jump ball is going to favor Bryant.
Well, you've got an experienced coach and Coach Armstrong and Coach Zonte, brand new. Actually, he was the assistant coach there for 3 years. When Coach Griffin left this year and went to Williamson, he moved up to the head coaching position.
And speaking of Coach Tyler Van Zandt, he wants to call the timeout, so that's fine. Coach, let's put up your arrows targets and take a look at what these teams need to do tonight to get the win from your aspect.
Well, if you're Bryant, then you're going to have to keep the ball out of Williams and Florence's hands. That's 31 points of their 71 points. They're going to have to keep them away from the ball, or at least sustain them when they do get the ball. And then they have to make shots when they come down. Sometimes I know Coach likes to get them down there, get set up for three-point shots. They need to do that. But as far as Baker now, they've got to come out and use their speed and their press, which is what they're doing, and hit the boards, which is also what they're doing.
I like that. Be big on the boards.
Be big on the boards.
And one thing about your arrows targets, we're going to see if Bryant can do it. Try to make Williams and Florence take bad shots.
Yeah.
We're going to see if that'll come through. Slade Rivers slides in and glides for the easy two-pointer.
And what you have to be, sure of is that they don't get overconfident, because with Drew being out for Bryant, that's 12 of their points.
Correct.
So
they're missing 12 points. Yeah.
They can't come out and just start jacking the ball, and I know Coach Armstrong won't let them do that.
Someone's got to make up for those points. Ball knocked out of bounds by Jonathan Cox. It's going to remain with the Hurricanes here. Action right in front of us, just behind the scores table. Almost thrown away right there by Von Singpachine.
Well, Brian on defense like to run man-to-man and switch, but they're going to have to get back on defense. They cannot start turning the ball over.
Back-to-back buckets for Braylon Taylor, and one opportunity coming up for Taylor. That foul on Von Singpachine, his first. I think that's the second team foul against Bryant, as Braylon Taylor goes to the line, 68% free throw shooter. And the second free throw of the night is good for Baker, so they're shooting 100% from the line. Only 2 free throws, and a ball stolen by Jonathan Cox. Thought he was looking for Florence to set up the alley-oop, but he takes it in himself for the steal and score. Baker all in control, up by 10.
Yeah, this press is really hurting them. They've already got 3 turnovers. within 4 minutes of the game. If that keeps up, then this game is going to get out of hand. But hopefully they'll be able to start containing the ball, taking care of it, and get back and get some stops.
Cox picks up his first foul for the Hornets. Desmond Williams has the size advantage over Sam Bagwell. Bagwell only 5'9", and a foul against Derek Florence III. I think they're going to call it on Von Sinkpachan. Let's see, and that will be his second. And at 6'2", he's probably the largest guy for the Hurricanes. I'm sorry, Trevor Johnson has him by an inch at 6'3", so they definitely need his size on the floor, though. Yeah. That one goes between the legs of Johnson, but it's out by Florence, and he's thinking, I thought it went off. I thought it went off his leg. No, it went exactly between the 5 holes. So it's going to be Bryant's basketball.
You know, this is one of those deals where you think that you've got a pretty good advantage going into the game with your size and doing the things that you need to do. But the bottom line is that you got to press, and you got to, if you're a pressing team, you got to come out and press. You can't worry about what the team might do or may not do against you. If you can get them early, get them early.
Virgil Dale threw it between the legs of Desmond Williams, but there was no one there to receive the pass. He had a great idea, but no one was there.
I'm gonna make this statement that I really think that Baker has a chance to go very far this year. Coach Armstrong does a good job. They get out of control a little bit, but he reins them in good. But they've got a chance. They've got 2 very good players that are Division I players, whether they wind up there or not. Desmond has. But they've got a chance to be able to, I think, go far and possibly play for the state championship.
Speaking of one of those Division I players, South Alabama signee Desmond Williams took it in for the easy layup after that steal. They're trying to get it back to him, and there's the alley-oop. Does not work. Florence couldn't get it all the way down.
And stays after it.
But he stays after it, as you said, and gets the putback.
If I was a major college coach or a good, I tell you who's going to start to thrive as junior colleges, because all these good high school players.
They will, Coach.
Unless you're a top 20 high school player in the country, you're probably not going to be getting a Division I offer.
That is the way it is right now.
That's the way it is.
And
the portal has hurt. The portal has hurt high school kids drastically.
And not just in basketball and football as well. The steal and the missed dunk by Paris Baker, but the and one opportunity coming up for Jonathan Cox as he was fouled on the play, I believe, by Slade Rivers. And if it is, that will be Rivers' second. Yep, that's his second foul. Count the basket. All of Baker's free throw attempts are continuation fouls, Coach Harold.
Yeah.
This is something else. I've never seen this before.
Well,
the first 3 chances are continuation fouls.
At halftime, the rebound and difference, I think, is going to be major, and that's right now the different second shots and steals are what's hurting Bryant.
And Cox misses it. I believe we have a lane violation, so he's going to get a do-over.
You know, when you're not playing good, a lot of times it's yourself, but a lot of times it's the other team just putting pressure. I'm going to say it again. We always had high-scoring teams for the most part, and the majority of that came from our defense. We'd score 12 to 18 points a game off of our defense.
But the defense is fueling, the offense on the other end.
You're exactly right.
You feed off the turnovers.
You'd be a good coach.
That's true. That's true. I don't know about that part, but watching the game for a while, I mean, they can feed your offense. And we're going to have a foul on this end of the floor.
You know, I might say, a lot of coaches want to know, how'd you get into coaching? How do you get to the college level and all this? Well, number one, you got to be good and you got to be lucky. But Coach Zonte, here's a guy that's head coach at a 7A school, and he was 3 years assistant. He was manager at Troy. And just to give you, a little bit of Mark Few at Gonzaga, Scott Drew at Baylor, never played college ball. And there's a young man here in town that played at LaFleur, Alex Hine, that is one of the top managers at University of South Alabama now. And I'm going to make a forecast that one of these days he's going to be in college and be a very good college coach.
Yeah. Well, Heim, I actually think, played at McGill-Toolen, not LaFleur.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
At McGill-Toolen.
But it's all good. I'm a LaFleur graduate.
He'll
so
get on me for saying that. He'll get on me for saying that.
Nice shot right there by Sam Bagwell, puts it in. Bryant, as I said, in the open, they're looking for the big upset, but they're going to have to play some defense and get some rebounds. And the iron kind for Desmond Williams with that three gets him closer to his 15-point average. Look at Jonathan Cox putting on a show with the steal and score for the Hornets. 29-8 is our score already. Von Sinkpachan's pass intercepted by the Hornets. Braylon Taylor is going to try to take it in and does for the easy basket. As we're approaching 90 seconds remaining in the game. And, Coach, you have not put down your turnover pencil yet.
No, they've already got 10 turnovers with 1 minute and 39 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Desmond Williams hits the three right there. 34-8 is our score. And Baker continuing to put pressure on Bryant as Williams picks up the cheap foul right there. His first. He's shocked. Both teams sitting at 4 team fouls right now, Coach Arrow, with 90 seconds left.
Well, you know, right now it's just sort of run and gun. Nobody's really running much, but you know, if Bryant is going to get back in, they got to take care of the ball.
And they're going to get Florence for the reach right there. That's his first and the 5th team foul against Baker, so that places Bryant in the bonus, remaining here for the 1 minute and 25 left in the first quarter.
Not only does Coach Armstrong do a good job of coaching, but he's had some phenomenal players also that he's helped groom. Mainly one of them now, LeBaron Philon at Alabama, that's doing a really good job. But he's got 5 other players, past players, that are playing college ball somewhere at different levels.
Yeah, that's huge right there. Dale misses the first free throw and misses both of them for the Hurricanes. Derek Florence taking his first 3 attempts tonight and nails the 3 for the Hornets.
That's great ball movement, no matter when you're playing, where you're playing.
Florence shoots 29% from the 3-point range.
I would say here pretty quick, Al, that press is going to come off that Baker's putting on.
I could see that. I could see that. Up 37-8 right now.
You know, you don't want to run up the score on anybody. But we found out in that last game that you can come back at any time.
That's true.
The bottom line is that nobody wants to run up the score, but you got to be what you are. You know, if you're a pressing team, you got to press and to a point till you get what you want out of the press.
Caleb Miles Dallas checks in for the Hornets. He's kind of a 3-point specialist. He sets up at the 3. Rims out. Rebound for Bryant on the move. Von Sinkpachan needs to dish that off to someone, and he does. The Euro from Bryson Collier, the 5'9" freshman, gets the first points for him tonight. And Caleb Miles Dallas with another 3, no good.
Yes, that wasn't a shot that I would say he wanted to take.
When I had a chance to call the Baker game over the holiday during the Gulf Coast Holiday Classic, I could see how Coach Armstrong would sub in Miles Dallas toward the end of a quarter to kind of bring in like a 3-point assassin.
Yeah.
I would see him do that.
A lot of times, you know, that's the way it is too. If they're playing against a zone, you want your shooters in there against a zone. But he's been around a while. He knows what he's doing.
37-10 is our score after 1. We're coming back with second quarter action. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV.
A teacher is one of the biggest investors in a community.
They impact the lives of those we value the most.
Teachers share knowledge which helps shape and mold our future leaders.
Teachers show direction and help build a sense of purpose.
Are you ready to make a change? For more information on teaching opportunities, teacher incentives, or to apply with the Mobile County Public Schools, log on to www.mcpss.com.
At Mobile County Public Schools, we believe it starts with us. That's why we offer Signature Academies.
I'm Tracy Tran, and I'm in the Healthcare and Dental Academy at Theodore High School. In the Dental Academy, I'm working alongside dental professionals getting hands-on training from those already working in the industry. Shadowing them on the job makes me want to work even harder because now I know what I want to be.
Signature Academies are open to all students in Mobile County Public High Schools. To find out more, visit mcpss.com.
At Mobile County Public Schools, we're learning today, leading tomorrow. Baker leading right now, up by 27. 37-10 is our score. As I said at the top of the broadcast, this game features two of the top scorers in Class 7A, number 2 and number 3 scores in the shape of Derek Florence III and Desmond Williams. Also, Florence is leading in double doubles in Class 7A, and Williams leads Class 7A in assists, Coach Arrow, so he knows how to dish the rock as well as score.
Yeah, there's no question. He's got all the good ingredients. He's athletic, he's tall, he can move, he wants to play defense, he wants to get down the floor and be successful. And the bottom line is he don't mind sticking his nose in and coming out of a crowd with the ball.
At the line shooting is Sam Bagwell. Hits the first free throw. Foul called against Eugene Craig of Baker. Bagwell misses the second. It was a 3-point shot. See if he can go 2 for 3 from the line, and does.
You know, he's going to have to step up a little bit more. He's averaging 12 points a game. Unfortunately, Drew Grayson, who also is averaging 12 points a game, is out, not playing tonight. So he's going to have to pick up his scoring ability.
Double dribble called against Trevor Johnson. Turnover on the play. Baker's basketball right now. According to my sheet, the only starter in for Baker, I believe, is Jonathan Cox on the floor. Also Paris Baker. So Coach Armstrong resting 3 of the starters so far right now. And for some reason now it's going to be Bryant's basketball.
Yeah, he called traveling, but the other guy had the ball and he got it from him. So that was good teamwork by the officials. They do have good teamwork.
Oh, they do.
Too.
They do.
Yeah. So
Dale looking to get rid of it as he works it back over to Tamario Douglas. Our first time calling his name tonight. Working it back down to Bagwell. And they can't complete the play. Turnover to Baker.
How about my man Corey in the tournament last week? Had to come out of the stands, sideline, and officiate.
Had to put the stripes on, Coach Arrow. Sure did. LeBounty had to do some double work.
Dedicated.
A couple weeks ago. One of the officials went down with an injury, and unfortunately, another official had a jersey available. So LeBounty had to put the jersey on, put the zebra stripes on, finish the second half.
I told him, I said, it's a lot safer behind that mic than it is putting those stripes on.
Nice three right there from Caleb Miles Dallas as he drains it. He shoots 32% from the three-point arc. Taking it to the hole, Trevor Johnson, the 6'3" center, showing off some of his dribbling capability there. Look at Jonathan Cox with the crossover. Here's the three from Paris Baker, rims out. Second time in a row that's rimmed out for him. I thought they were going to get Caleb Miles Dallas with the up and down, Coach, but they didn't.
Yeah, it was close enough where he got the other person's hands on it.
And that should be a foul right there as he is bumped by Virgil Dale. And that is Dale's second foul, first team foul this quarter for the Hurricanes.
Caleb Miles shooting 38% from the threes. You noted that he likes to shoot them, and he does it at a pretty good rate.
Yep, Paris Baker, third time was the charm. He drops the three right there. He's shooting 33% from three-point land.
Oh.
Nice patient show by Trevor Johnson, a freshman, by the way, Coach Arrow.
He might have got away with a travel.
But I think he had a little cha-cha slide there. I'm not gonna say anything.
Cha-cha? I hadn't heard it called that.
I think he had a little cha-cha slide there. The runner, Eugene Craig, drops it in for the Hornets. up 45-16 here. Tuesday Night Hoops, you're watching it on MCPSS TV. Al Whedon, Coach Ronnie Arrow, and the Iron Unkind for the Hurricanes right there. Rebound by Baker.
Yeah, Bryant's got a couple of players out there that are taking some deep breaths. They might need to be substituted for Trevor Johnson, one of them. He's having a hard time moving out there.
I'm with you. Eugene Craig with the steal and score for the Hornets as we're approaching the halfway point of the second quarter.
Yeah, I don't think Coach is going to have the press on much more. You know, it's one of those things that Baker's got a really good team. Bryant's got their one of their leading scorers out. And the bottom line, Baker on paper and on the court right now is supposed to win.
Eugene Craig working it down low.
Nice hustle.
Couldn't get it in. They're going to work it back out to Jonathan Cox. Back over to Baker. Harris Baker shot no good.
Bear said, I got that hustle play. I'm going to get this shot.
Baker's nice size, 6'5" senior.
Yeah, it's a shame that he's a senior. He needs a good year or two of weights. And
you're right about that, Coach. You're right. He needs a little more weight on him, especially if you're going to go to the next level, even at JUCO level.
Yeah.
He needs a little weight, what do you call it, weight gain, or
I'm telling
stuff you get at the GNC store.
I'm telling you, another year or two, watch and see the talent level that's in the JUCOs.
Foul called against Trevor Johnson, only the second team foul for Bryant. We're under the halfway point here.
Yeah, I might want to say too, if y'all anybody that's listening that are South Alabama fans, got a big game coming up this Thursday at 7 o'clock at the Mitch. We're playing the #1 ranked team preseason in Arkansas State, and right now we're leading the conference 2-0.
That is correct.
And we need some people. We need some fans in those stands.
Kevin Eaton goes 1 for 2 on the free throws right there.
Yeah, they've pulled the press off, which is good, and they'll probably finish out this half without the press.
Florence back in the game for the Hornets.
That's
Miles
his spot.
Dallas throws it up. That three, nothing but net.
He loves those spots.
I'm telling you, Coach Harold, when I would see him sub in over the Gulf Coast Holiday Classic, it was like about 3 minutes and none, and he'd come in and shoot those threes.
I don't care what level you're playing at. I don't care what school you're playing at. The new way that the game is being played, when that ball comes off the rim or after a made shot, they've got designated best shooters going to those corners.
Correct.
And then push it and get it to them.
Miles Dallas picks up his first foul. Hornets up 53-20. Very fast-paced, up-tempo game. And one thing about Bryant traveling, that does not favor them going against Baker in this situation, Coach. If anything, they should be trying to slow this game down.
Yeah.
And make the clock their ally and play some defense.
Yeah, no, you're
you
right.
don't want to run with Baker. You don't want to run with Baker.
You know, unfortunately, they're turning the ball over. I've got them at 15 turnovers already. They might feel like, you know, if we get a decent shot, we'll take it before we turn it over.
Mario Douglas brings it across the timeline. Here comes the pressure from the Hornets. Shot up from Sam Bagwell. That three rims out, no good. Bryant just doesn't have the size down low. Braylon Taylor with the Euro and dishes it to Sean Johnson. Nice dime right there from Taylor.
Saw Coach Armstrong over here clapping. He likes that team offense, sharing the ball. Nice block.
Shot blocked by Desmond Williams. Taylor with another Euro step, and he kind of shot that one to himself. Once again, blocked by the rim. Kicks it out. Julian Cook off the glass, no good. Hurricanes on the move. High off the glass, no shot right there. They recover.
Desmond coming off of the injury in the tournament that you had talked about before. It looks like it. I think it was a groin pulled. That looks like he
I believe so, yeah.
for it.
Offensive foul called against Desmond Williams. That's his second. Substitution coming in. Caden Moore, 5'10 sophomore, is going to replace Williams as he goes to the bench to take a break.
It's
90 seconds remaining in the ball game. Bryant with the ball. Shot goes up just outside the elbow from Bryson Collier. There's a three from Derek Florence. The first one he put up tonight went in, and that's going to be, I believe, out against Baker from what I could see from my angle. But
that might have been another NBA three.
And I've been an NBA three. It's going to remain Baker's ball then.
I really think they need to move it back another inch and have 4-point shot.
Oh, the step back three from Taylor rims out. Shot blocked.
Oh.
But good hustle by Julian Cook. His first shot was blocked, got his own rebound, and drops it back in.
Hey, he deserves those points.
Yeah, good work. Nice give and go right there from Bryant. Doesn't pay off. Now, Coach, I see a 15 on the floor for Bryant, which is Braxton Bowler's number, but I was under the impression Bowler wasn't playing tonight. So I don't know if that's Bowler or if that's Hayden Purcell, who should be wearing 20.
I think they snuck one on us because I don't have it either.
Yeah,
I was just noticing that.
I was told Bowler was out tonight.
We have a mystery guest.
Maybe so. We had one against Williamson Theodore a couple weeks ago. Long three put up by Caden Moore, and the entire Baker bench rose up when he shot the ball. So apparently they want Moore to get some points tonight. I mean, the entire bench rose up like – so apparently we got to be on the lookout for that, Coach Arrow. Oh, they tried to get it to Florence, and it was stolen. Pressure on Von Singpachan. Can he cross the timeline and get it up? He does. Right at the buzzer for the Hurricanes. They are down, but that was a nice little motivational bucket for them. 57-24 is our score. We'll be back during halftime to give you stats and an update as well. Tuesday night hoops are on. You're watching MCPSS TV.
What's the matter, baby? You're not feeling good?
School-aged children are at a higher risk of getting and spreading germs and viruses. To help protect the spread, students are encouraged to stay home when sick. Parents, it's important for your child to remain at home at least 24 hours after they no longer have a fever of 100 degrees or higher without the use of medications. Please help us maintain a healthy learning environment.
I'm Keith Blackwood, your Mobile County District Attorney. I want to remind you about the truancy laws. 5 unexcused absences requires you to attend the Early Warning Truancy Program. Failure to attend the Early Warning Truancy Program can cause you to appear before a judge in circuit court. We need you to stay in school. This is a serious law, and it needs to be taken very seriously. I wish you and your family a safe, happy, and successful school year.
Mobile County Public Schools, the place that has it all. We have 90 schools that include rural, urban, and suburban schools of various sizes. We are also home to Alabama's first public school. We welcome you to come join our winning team. Our district is led by the 2020 Superintendent of the Year, Mr. Cresel D. Threadgill. Our teachers are leaders in their profession who are afforded numerous professional development opportunities. Our principals are collaborators and encouragers. Our schools are leading in innovation and instruction. And most importantly, our students who are learning today, leading tomorrow, are simply the best. If you want to live in a historically rich city near beautiful beaches with superb Southern hospitality, we invite you to come teach with the best. Team MCPSS.
Do you feel alone, overwhelmed, or helpless?
There's hope, there's hope. Call or text 988.
You don't have to face your crisis alone. If you need a safe space to talk with a trusted adult for support, reach out to your school counselor.
Do you need help to make it through everyday struggles?
Do you need someone to talk to?
Call or text 988. Your social emotional wellness is worth it.
Remember, there's hope, there's help.
If you look at the numbers, Mobile County Public Schools is making great strides. With more than 53,000 students, 7,000 employees, and 90 schools, we are consistently increasing our 4-year graduation rate and our first-class pre-K program. We continue to strive for national recognition and continue to prepare our students for the global workforce. And we do all of this with one goal in mind, to equip and empower college and career-ready graduates. Mobile County Public Schools. We're learning today, leading tomorrow.
Mobile County Public Schools completes about $100 million in school construction each year. And we're looking for new contractors and construction vendors to help us ensure that all students are learning in top-notch facilities. Is your company interested in becoming a construction vendor for Mobile County Public Schools so you can bid on these projects? We need contractors, plumbers, HVAC installers, roofers, electricians, painters, and more. Follow these steps to become a vendor. Number 1, complete the vendor application online. Under System, select Business, and then under Resources, click Vendor Online Application. Number 2, enter the vendor portal. Click Apply to agree to the terms and click Save and Next. Number 3, enter your business information as prompted. A tax ID number or social security number will be required to complete the application. At the bottom of each page, click Save and Next. To find out what projects are currently open for bidding, visit mcpss.com/bid invitation. Follow MCPSS Facilities Facebook page and email facilities to receive notifications. Complete these easy steps, and your company soon may be part of Team MCPSS.
It's your time, it's your season, and you are made for more. More confidence, more style, and more bling. The Genuine Bling is here to deliver you more bling and more fashion. With new styles added daily, you can shop anytime and look fabulous. Join me, Charmaine Watson, on the $5 Frenzy every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. It's cute, it's fabulous, it's fashionable, it's $5, it's paparazzi.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
Tuesday night hoops are on MCPSS TV. 57-24 is our score. Baker all on top and in charge, Coach Arrow, of Bryant here in this ball game.
Yeah, and there's no question. On paper, on the court, Baker's got the better team. Yeah. But you never know. That's why they play the game.
That's true.
But they're doing everything that they're supposed to do. Their full court press is working, and Bryant already has 15 turnovers. You can't do that and win against good. I really like Baker's team. They've got a chance to go far this year, but also the second leading scorer on the team is not here in Drew.
That's true.
Grayson. So, you know, that has something to do with it also. But, you know, they're going to do – I wouldn't be surprised if still Baker comes out pressing, because they're going to do what they're going to do.
Correct.
I don't think they'll stay in it very long.
Well, one thing I will say, keep your flip chart ready, because we're going to go deep in the roster tonight for Baker. I'm just preparing you right now, Coach Harold. Yeah. Doing football season, Corey, and I said, all right, let's pull out that second roster sheet. So get yourself ready.
No question. But, you know, again, two good coaches.
Right.
Two extremes. You got a very advanced coach, very coach that has been around for a while, and Coach Armstrong. And then you have Coach Zante that is new, but it's old against new. This game right now, is Baker all the way.
Let's put up the stats and take a look at what the first half is telling us through our statistical numbers composed by our statistician, Matt Moore. We appreciate him tonight. There's your score, 57-24. I can't believe it, but Baker put up 47 shots in the first half, Coach Arrow.
And a bunch of those were off steals.
Right,
and
that is true.
Shots.
That is true. And surprisingly, but no surprise, only 5 free throw attempts for the Hornets, and we know 3 of those were and-one opportunities when we started the game right there, like going to the line.
And again, the rebounds, like you said, 18 to 25, but it doesn't show offensive rebounds. How many of those 25 were offensive?
That is true. That is true. But you're right. Very good observation. A lot of those 47 attempts right there were easy stealing scores. That Baker just laid them up, and second shot opportunities as well. So we'll see what the second half has in store. As of right now, on the floor for Baker, Jonathan Cox, Derek Florence, also Braylon Taylor, Desmond Williams. Coach Armstrong going with his starting 5. And for the Hurricanes, they're going with Bryson Collier, Sam Bagwell, Virgil Dale, Slade Rivers, and also on the floor, I believe, Bryson Collier. No correction, trying to get that number over there. No, Trevor Johnson on the floor. Thought there was a 22. That's a 33 right there. And we might be having some technical difficulties with the clock. Coach Armstrong went over and hit the magic button.
It's probably froze.
And there it is. Now we're at 8 minutes. So the clock is working and we're running. We're off second half with Braylon Taylor bringing it across the timeline. Look at Florence trying to put him on his hip, and does, but can't complete. But Baker gets the rebound. Quick 3 from Desmond Williams. Bang.
Dead corner.
Dropped it right in on the Hurricanes. I don't think Trevor Johnson was expecting that pass, Coach Era, but he finished as he needed to do.
Well, both teams now are pushing the ball, getting up and down the court.
Something I said in the second quarter, you don't want to run and gun here with Baker if you're Bryant.
And that's what happened in the first game. You know, Baker was far ahead, and then they came back, started taking bad shots, and Bryant wound up winning the game.
Nice no-look pass from Paris Baker to Braylon Taylor. Virgil Dale, I don't know if I thought he should have thought about that one, Coach Harold. Derek Florence swats it away. Here comes that alley-oop opportunity. No good.
He got undercut a little bit then.
Yeah. And Coach Armstrong saying, get back on defense. Good looking up at the rim.
I've got 5 block shots for Florence.
That one was contended by Florence. Wasn't blocked, but it was contended. Nice deep 3 right here from Braylon Taylor. It is off. Williams kind of got caught in no man's land down there on the block. And Baker resets. Look at Jonathan Cox putting on a little dribbling clinic right there as he slashes in. And a nice quick steal and score from Braylon Taylor.
Again, I don't think this press is going to stay very long. You know, if you're a pressing team, you got to do what you got to do. I don't care what the score is. But, you know, Coach Armstrong isn't out to run the score up on anybody. He'll come out of this for long.
Up 40 right now, so our 42, 68-26 is our score. And we have a foul called, I believe, against Jonathan Cox. That's his second. First team foul this quarter for the Hornets. Don't forget, at the 5th team foul, opposing teams will be shooting. There's a shot of the twins right there, Maddie Marie and Mary Margaret.
Coach Peacock probably puts them to sleep at night. And wakes them up in the morning and takes them to school.
Come on, let's go to practice. Come on, girls, let's go to game.
Oh,
I will say this. She had some very good complimentary things to say about the twins, but not just them, but the rest of her team, because she said, you know, the girls have been with me since they were freshmen. So they're kind of all coming along together at the same time, right. Coach Era, down there at Bryant. So she's building something for her Lady King.
We have 3 to 5 girls come to us in the classroom from Bryant. They're like in the 4th grade, 5th grade. She's got some good young girls coming up. And you know what? When she gets a chance, she comes over and watches them.
That's good. That's good. Nice spin move right there by Desmond Williams as he takes it to the rack. That's very good for the coach to come support him outside of normal time there.
Yeah,
so that's huge.
She's really involved with that.
The steal and score. Here it is off the glass. Derek Florence throws it down.
Showtime.
Not quite the intensity I'm pretty sure he had planned for it. Didn't really bring the house down on that one. but no need. Up 72-26, a steal and score. And there's one from Florence off the missed opportunity from Taylor. Kind of got some of the Hornet faithful riled up. Of course, Coach, not my fault, but the hooligans are not in attendance tonight. I think that may be because they're playing Bryant, but, you know, typically those hooligans are sitting across from us. Florence going for back-to-back buckets.
And you know what? I think the officials have turned the whistles off.
They may have. Rebounded by Paris Baker. Jonathan Cox decided to let go of the three and gives it up to Desmond Williams. His shot no good. Rebounded by Bryant, and Bryson Collier just lost it, Coach Arrow. He had it and just lost control.
Yeah, that's good, you know, teamwork. He had a layup, lost it a little bit. He could have still got it and shot it, but open man threw it to him, scored.
Halfway point here of the third quarter. Oh, nice run backdoor there by Bryson Collier, the 5'9" freshman, getting action. They called him up from the JV squad for this game tonight.
What Coach Zante has to do now, he's just got to put this one behind. The guys got to put it up behind and go on and get after the next game that they play.
Speaking of their next game, Coach Arrow, they're traveling to play Davidson this Friday night. Bryant will be, and Baker's going to travel to play their nemesis MGM this Friday night as well. So that's going to be a little Battle of West Mobile Part 1 here for basketball season. I'm pretty sure the gym will be rocking out there in Sims Friday night for the Hornets and the Vikings.
No question. You know, what you have to be careful of here is your main players out there. You know, you want them to have fun, but it would be a shame for one of the top players to get hurt.
I was just thinking that.
Being this much ahead.
Just thinking that, Coach Arrow.
And I would be surprised if some of the main players at Baker takes the fourth quarter off.
Well, Williams was just pulled, and I think Florence will probably be pulled at the next dead ball. Douglas over to Von Sinkpachan. He's taking his time. And see, this is what I thought Bryant would have come out running. Yeah. You know, take some time off the clock, get some good high percentage shots, play some defense, do some pressure, you know.
Baker had something to say about that when they scored so quickly.
They did.
They came out pressing.
Von Sinkpachan's shot is off. Florence goes to the floor. Something we just talked about, Coach Arrow.
Has the officials turned the whistles off? Yeah, you got to be careful now.
I heard one coach say the floor didn't foul him. I heard that a lot during the Gulf Coast Holiday Classic. How do you think he got on the floor? The Euro step, but it was one too many. That's a travel, and as we anticipated, Florence comes out. Comes in,
I'm glad
Kevin
to see
Eaton.
that. Oh, I'd hate to be sitting up here with you, Al, and one of those main players get hurt.
Approaching 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Loose ball on the floor. Let's see. It's going to remain with Baker.
Tell you what, both squads are still diving for balls, wanting the ball. That's a tribute to the coaches and to the program that neither team, as Bryant hasn't quit and Baker isn't, well, we'll just let that loose ball go.
Now, one surprise move Coach Armstrong hasn't done yet. We're under 2 minutes. I don't see Caleb Miles Dallas at the table getting ready to check in.
Hey, don't think he's not thinking about it, though.
Foul on the play, so 3 shots coming up here for Braylon Taylor.
Oh, it's fun to see these high school kids having fun. I tell you, the kids that come to me, I tell them, hey, enjoy it, work hard, because your senior year will be here before you know it.
It will fly by quite quick. Taylor drops in the first, hits the second, and has one more free throw attempt coming up. He shoots 68% from the charity stripe. I will say one thing about Baker that I liked over the Gulf Coast Holiday Classic, Coach Arrow. I had an opportunity to call their game, and they were the away team. And they have some real nice-looking light gray jerseys.
Light gray.
A uniform, it is a nice-looking uniform that they have as an away color, as opposed to the white, you know. Shot up and drops in for Braylon Taylor as he held the pose behind the three-point line.
You end up being color coordinated uniform.
Well, you got to be coordinated, Coach Earl, but that's a nice gray looking away uniform the Hornets had. I told Coach Armstrong, I said, nice looking uniform you got there, Coach. They have the Hornet like right in the middle. Yeah, right in the middle of the front of the jersey. It's nice. It's a nice uniform.
See when Bryant is running their stuff, and making Baker guard them, they're not bad at all.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Just stick to the game plan, run your plays, you know. No need to sweat the technique here. Just keep it simple. So heading to the line is Slade Rivers. Rivers a 5'8" senior for the Hornets. Drops in the first free throw. One may say his stance looks a little different, but I learned this when I league bowl years ago. It doesn't matter how you let it go, as long as it hits the pins and knock 10 down.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No matter about your form.
I wouldn't be surprised if Baker comes out in the fourth quarter and just falls back into a 1-3-1 zone. Nice
Up
move.
83-30 right now. Look at Braylon Taylor kind of shaking and baking. Jonathan Cox just outside the elbow. Here's a long three from Taylor. And Daryl Jordan didn't call the whistle. And Bryant throws it away. Thought they had a possible fast break opportunity. Under 1 minute to play here.
Tell you what, Bryant's got some nice young kids. Trevor Johnson being a freshman. He needs to go to work. I don't know if he plays football or not, but if he does, that's fine. If he doesn't, he needs to get in that gym all summer long and play. I mean, he's got a chance to do some good things. 6'3" as a freshman.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. Trying to work it down low to Virgil Dale, and they turn it over. Jonathan Cox, pressure on him. He gets to the Eugene Craig. Nice pass. Dropping it in is Kevin Eaton for the Hornets. As we're going to tick down to the end of the third quarter here. Baker all in control as they increase their lead, score 87-30. We're taking a break, come back, 8 more minutes remaining on Tuesday Night Hoops right here on MCPSS TV.
I'm Keith Blackwood, your Mobile County District Attorney. I want to remind you about the truancy laws. 5 unexcused absences requires you to attend the early warning truancy program. Failure to attend the early warning truancy program can cause you to appear before a judge in circuit court. We need you to stay in school. This is a serious law, and it needs to be taken very seriously. I wish you and your family a safe, happy, and successful school year.
Homework tips and what's happening inside the schools and classrooms. It's Homeroom with Renee Phillips right here on the MCPSS TV network. And you're tuned in to Tuesday Night Hoops. Al Whedon, Coach Ronnie Arrow inside of Daniel Bumper's gymnasium. Baker all on top of the Hurricanes, 86-30.
I was going to say, I hope Williams and Florence enjoyed the game, because I doubt if they're going to see any more action.
I doubt it. And, Coach, I'm waiting for that Baker Hornet bench to stand up and cheer when Caden Moore scores. I'm sure it's coming because he's on the floor. Only one of 4 sophomores that Coach Armstrong has. Moore a 5'10" guard. So we're going to see if they get to exclaim with joy. Oh, and the steal and score, Coach, and he's blocked, but the foul on the play as Tamario Douglas looks back at him. And take that, young sophomore. Got to earn it tonight. That's a foul on Douglas, his first. So they will put Caden Moore, and Coach Armstrong wanting the intentional there.
Yeah, it was probably close. I mean, he did a little bit harder than what
And look,
I
you can
think
see
he
more
could.
ribbing his hip right there.
Yeah.
That wasn't a carpet burn. That was some wood there, buddy. Sam Bagwell's going to check in for the Hurricanes.
This is great. A lot of the young kids are getting to play tonight more than what probably what they're used to.
Correct. You're right about that. As I said, we're going to go deep in the roster, and Virgil Dale will have to come back out for at least one of these free throw attempts before they can substitute.
And look at Williams and Florence on the bench. Two of
Side
the
by
happiest
side.
guys, having fun with the rest of the team, encouraging them.
Moore misses the first free throw. And I'm surprised we actually don't have a running clock right now, Coach Arrow, with Baker being up by 50.
I don't know if there's a time, maybe 5 minutes, 4 minutes if it stays this way, but
You could hear a couple people saying, run the clock, and Moore gets the free throw, but I'm pretty sure that bench is really going to jump for joy if he can actually get a bucket rather than the free throw.
you probably not going to hear too many more whistles.
I'm with you there.
Shoot that ball.
I thought Bagwell was going to shoot it. He's got the shot. Misses it. Rebound from Baker. Moore gets it out to Cook. And put back in by Kevin Eaton. Baker just 10 points away from getting 100 here. Or as we say at the downtown Y, busting a dollar.
Busting a dollar.
Or as I should say, the former downtown Y.
Did they make that into anything?
It turned into a precinct downtown, Coach Arrow.
A precinct.
It works out during Mardi Gras time. You know,
yeah.
If you need to find a peace officer, you can find him right across from the RSA Tower at the old downtown Y.
Where do they use it for getting in shape and using?
Oh no.
No.
They use it for facilities to manage peace in the downtown area.
Oh, okay. I got you.
There are no facilities like that in the Morningside. Substitution coming in for Baker. Sean Johnson checks in. First free throw made. Second off for Slade Rivers.
They're probably going to be sitting on the ball a little bit more now too.
I would think so.
Yeah.
At this point,
they're probably said, let's don't let them get 100 guys.
And as we said earlier, Coach Arrow, Bryant pretty much kind of running, if you want to call it a play, you know, in this situation, something I thought they're making been doing early.
They're making some hard cuts to the hole off that high pick.
Rivers shot
reverse
no good.
of the ball good.
Nice anticipation by Kevin Eaton and a great show of patience from the 6'2 sophomore. No need to rush that.
You know, one thing about Baker and Coach Armstrong, they always have a good senior class, junior class. They got some freshmen and sophomores that are going to be coming up also.
And the bench stands up for more. And once again, fouled by Tamario Douglas. Almost a repeat, Coach. I don't know if he went down on the left hip that time or the right hip, but but it's almost a replay. Unfortunately, we don't have the replay in action tonight, but that had to be a duplication of Moore's first free throw attempts as he is back at the line again.
You know, they stopped turning the ball over for a little bit. Now they had a couple more that they're adding to.
Moore drops in the free throw, but Coach, as predicted, when Caden Moore was running up the court, the entire Baker bench stood up.
Yep.
Ready to cheer him on if he was able to get the basket. And he drops in both of the free throws.
Well, there'll be better days for Bryant. They've just got to hang in there, get some of those younger kids in the lower levels.
Another steal.
Going. Boom.
And another foul from Tamario Douglas as Patricia Sylvester walks him off. And Coach Armstrong still calling for the intentional. Like, come on, man.
I don't know. You think that was intentional?
Because Moore is picking pockets. And apparently Douglas is not liking it. So.
No.
Third foul on Tamario Douglas.
Tell you what, he makes them count. When he fouls, he
Yes,
makes
sir.
them count.
And Moore in pain right now, holding on to his 2 middle fingers on his right hand.
That's exactly why he didn't want Florence and Williams in there.
Bingo. And by no means am I saying it's a dirty play, Coach. It's just, it's a good hard foul.
Play, yeah.
It's a good hard foul, you know. And you got the senior kind of to a certain degree getting the young sophomore ready for years later. If you're going to keep playing this game, you're going to get in a situation like this. So,
yeah.
This kind of prepares you for later on. And Moore, there's the pressure. You hit both the free throws. That's how you get your revenge back. You get the free throws.
Well, my man, we started out the new year with a good high school game. This one wasn't as close, but the first game was a really good game. Came from behind and won Bryant. So Bryant will win the girls' game, and Baker will win the guys' game.
Yeah, I know Coach Brianna Lancaster. She may not want to look at this film on this one tonight, Coach, but I hope she does. It's a lesson that could be learned for the young girls there, for the Lady Hornets. Quick timeout call by Tyler Van Zanti. He didn't want to lose that ball as he takes the quick 30-second timeout. Baker went 25-8 last season, lost the Enterprise in the Elite Eight. And, Coach, you're right. They have an opportunity to make another run. That's the second year in a row that the Hornets lost in the regional game trying to get to the state.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity, as you can see with the guys they have right here with Florence leading Class 7A in rebounds and second in points per game. I mean, they got some guys here for Baker.
They do, and the bottom line is they got Taylor as a sophomore averaging 14 points a game.
Correct.
You got Baker, he's a senior this year. You've got Moore, that's good size, guard, stocky, be able to come up through the ranks. So you got another sophomore in Eaton.
Yeah,
so
6'2" forward for them.
Right. So you just got to keep developing.
But I will say, with Moore on the floor, the bench is still waiting for him to get that bucket so they can cheer him on. Look at Slade Rivers putting on the dribbling clinic right there.
I'm glad I'm not into that running clock stuff. To me, that's just I didn't like that. I'm glad.
Von Sinkpachai, count the basket and one coming up for Mcpss as he takes it to the line. He put in some work for that one, Coach.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Eugene Craig picks up his third foul.
Well, there'll be other days. Coach Zante's got to go back to the drawing board.
Correct.
Come up with who he's got to go play next, and do what he's got to do to get these guys back up. What you don't want him to do is fold.
Nope. Von Sinkpachai hits the free throw, and we are on a running clock here, Coach Arrow.
Yeah.
Caleb Miles Davis with the Euro. Tamario Douglas blocks that. As we're approaching 90 seconds left in the game.
He likes that Euro, and he's good at it.
Pressure on Von Sinkpachai, and he throws it off of Eugene Craig. It goes out of bounds. He's got a nice future. 6'2" freshman for the Hurricanes.
In dealing with the classroom and seeing young kids coming up, there is some good young talent in this town coming up. I mean good. They just need to keep doing their thing and getting better and playing summer ball, getting skill work. And I'll say, wherever you get skill work, you got to have skill work nowadays.
Got to. Baker pretty much dribbling and cutting. Caden Moore knocks it out. It's going to remain Hurricanes basketball. As I said, we're on a running clock here. And the Baker bench still hoping for a basket from Caden Moore. Seeing if he can steal one from Slade Rivers here. Coach Armstrong pretty much played everyone on the roster tonight, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, and that's good. I mean, he did what he had to do in getting the lead. The guys that are his main players got in, got some good time, and got a lot of time for his young guys.
Caleb Miles Davis with the steal. His first shot up, no good. Gets the easy putback as Coach Armstrong holds the hands up and say, hey guys, take your time. And just too shy of 100, 98-34 is our score here. Big win by Baker. As I said in the open, it would be a big upset if Bryant could pull it off tonight, as we are in area play. And this Friday, Bryant's going to be taking on Davidson, and Baker traveling across town to their nemesis MGM for an Area 1 matchup. But a good game by Baker and Bryant tonight.
Yeah, there's no question. They both got to do what they do. It's a measuring stick, what Baker has got to do and can continue to get better. And then Bryant got to see a really good team and go against them and see what they could do, and now go back to the drawing board and just getting better and better. They're not going to play a Baker team every night.
No, that is very true. And when you're in area play, you know, you have opportunity. They're going to play Davidson. They're going to play Baker again. They're also going to play MGM as well. So for Bryant, by no means is the season over, but it's something to learn from for Coach Tyler Van Zandt and his Hurricanes that, look, you know, these are some big dogs. We're going to meet some more, but we have to adjust our game and make it a little better sometimes.
Yeah, there's no question about it. And I think in talking with him, he's very sincere about his job. The guys like him. They want to win for him, and that's important in these days especially. So he'll go back to the drawing board, find out what he's got to do to win.
All right, let's check in with Coach David Armstrong. Picked up the win tonight. Coach, you got everyone off the bench in the game tonight, but I could see the bench really wanted Caden Moore to get a bucket tonight. Tell me the backstory behind it for the young sophomore.
I think they more wanted him to dunk that ball. He's, you know, he only be 5'7", but he can dunk.
Okay,
so
okay.
That was the idea. Is they were trying to get him a dunk right there, and he slowed down a little bit too much on all three of those, so it didn't work out.
You know, David, tonight you did what you have to do. You came out pressing. A lot of people might say, well, why did you press? You knew that, you know, you had a better team. But a team's got to do what they've got to do, and they've got to do it till they know that they've done what they were coached to do, to what they wanted to do. They went out and did it. Now, the bottom line is now we were up here hoping that you were going to get those guys out, Florence and Williams, and a couple of other ones, so nothing bad could happen to them.
Yeah, the idea in a game like tonight is obviously it's an area game, so you don't want to take any chances. You want to make sure the guys play at the right level no matter what the opponent looks like. So we wanted to come out and play our game no matter what. The idea was to play as hard as we could for 3 quarters and then get the bench emptied late. But we emptied the bench, I think, in the first half as well. But it's just I have to find ways to motivate them to play. And tonight, the way to motivate them to play was to play hard, try to score as many as you can, get after them. And they did a good job.
Coach, one of the things that I'd like to know, compared to you you've had some great teams in there. Where do you think your team is right now compared to the other really good teams that went on, played for state, and did the good things?
I think this team has the chance to make a run like some of the other teams had. We may not be as talented, but this group shares the ball well, and when they play well together, the ball seems to go in the basket. And as you saw tonight, we played really well together. I thought we made a lot of great passes. We didn't play selfish with the ball. And sometimes in games like tonight, you can get selfish, and we did not do that. This group has a chance to be good as long as they continue to play together, and we can put together 32-minute ball games. We've had some trouble with that throughout the year. So if we can continue to put together 32-minute ball games, I think we'll be all right.
All right,
Good.
Coach, we appreciate it. Congratulations. Good luck on Friday night. I know that's a big one against MGM across town.
Yeah, MGM is always our biggest area rival, so it's a big time game for us on Friday.
All right, we do appreciate it. Let's put up the stats and take a look. You're more than welcome. Let's take a look at the outcome from the numbers, Coach Arrow. 72 shots put up by Baker tonight, and pretty much an effort where they almost put up 100 and 3-pointers, 10 for 29. Only 1 for 1 for Bryant from the 3-point line.
One of the things that Coach Armstrong likes to do is get the ball down and get as many good threes, not threes, good threes up. And he was able to. I'm sure he'll be happy with that stat tonight.
And not many free throw opportunities for Baker, but they didn't need it because they were doing it on the floor. That pretty much wraps it up for us tonight for Tuesday Night Hoops. Next week, we're going down to Theodore. This is going to be a good 6A Area 1 matchup. Blunt versus Theodore next Tuesday night for Tuesday Night Hoops. We appreciate you joining in for our statistician Matt Moore, engineer Fran Conway, producer Quentin Howard, and director Wade Ford. Coach Ronnie Arrow, I'm Al Wheaton, thanking you for tuning in. Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV. Have a good one.